I vote Donald Trump. I vote Donald Trump. I vote Donald Trump. So fuck with y'all. Another episode of WTF Weekly with your host with the most Gulato Smoke. Yuck Mouth is in the He's house, man. Salute to the whole chat, the gang. You know what I mean? The nation. You know what I mean? The SIG committee, everybody, the mods doing their job, man. It's another episode, Late Night Dynamite, Vampire Lifestyle. You see, I got my vamp shades on. You feel me? Everybody in the building, throw them dragons up. If you're tapping in on a late night and you're up and don't give a up. You feel me? Yada da, man. We got some good content coming tonight, man. We got to talk about Trump, disastrous bill, you know, about to be passed. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about real life situations, man. You dig? Definitely got to talk about the Diddy verdict, man. It's coming down to the jurors, man. The jurors got to make the move, man. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about WACK110. Damn, against FREEWAY Ricky Ross. I spelled WACK110 wrong. That's crazy. I need to get back up in the editing. And we're going to talk about these ICE raids, man. These ICE raids been many. You know what I mean? Been some disturbing footage that just been released on Charleston White. We will play. I don't even think I'm going to play that, man. You know what I mean? Because I don't even like that type of content, man. It is what it is. We could talk about it, but I don't think I want to play that type of content. Because, if I'm fuck it. We're going to play the content, period. You know, we're going to play it. I just don't like that type of content, you know, me doing that type of content, because that's not me. You know, that's not me. But, hey, this is what people was talking about, so we're going to talk about it, man. Big salute to everybody tapping in, man. Let me get my man, okay. Let me get my man, James Cash. Give him the screen, the first to tap in. I see you, boy. See everybody tapping in from all around the world, little boys and girls, man. CPT in this thing, Compton in the building. I see you. Baltimore CEO. I see you, boy. I see you, boy. Tapping in from Boston. I see you, Marky. That's right. Fresno in this thing. I see you, Joshua. Mobile AI, AL, Alabama. Tyrell, what's happening? You feel me? West Oakland, man. Rhina, what's happening? Rena, you feel me? I see you. Cleveland, Ohio. What's up, Lamont? Yeah, man. Ohio players in the building, man. 7 Mile, man. What's up with just Big B, man? What up, though? You feel me? Yeah, man. Everybody in this thing, man. Bushrod, African Tone. I see you, man. Town business, man. You feel me? Oh boy. Yeah, man. Oh shit. The team tapping in from North Korea, man. Salute to you, my brother. Yeah, we about to give you some entertainment to to entertain with. You feel me? You tapped in with the kid, man. You dig. Yada, man. Yeah, it's a lot going down with this disastrous bill. You know what I mean? A lot of things going down with these ICE raids that I didn't know, man. But it's crazy, man. I'm gonna play out some stuff and then we're gonna react off of it, man. But first, I gotta play the anthem. The anthem. You know, this WTF Weekly. First, I got started off with a WTF Weekly, man. I didn't know Casanat know how to dance. Somebody just said Casanat used to be a dancer for, I don't know, the Sierra or some shit. I don't know. Somebody in the chat named who he used to dance for. But I just seen this nigga do a dance competition against Chris Brown. I'm like, damn, Casanat can really dance? That's new. Yeah, but it's funny as shit, though. It is funny, man. Oh, man, where is this at, man? Oh, here we go. This is funny, man. Because this is when dancing goes wrong. When nigga do a little too much dancing. Nigga get a little too hypey. It's Casanat versus Chris Rock. This is the what the fuck moment of the week. Let's go, y'all. Fair use. I don't know why this shit is on the screen like this. All right, play this. Oh, come on. What was that? There we go. Oh, that nigga crumping ass nigga. Yes. 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 What the fuck? Hey, this nigga Casanaka dance his ass off, baby. What the fuck? That nigga did a Jackie Chan leg drop, Hulk Hogan leg drop to the computer. Hey, who used the dance flow, chat? Who this nigga used the dance flow, man? Somebody let me know who used the dance flow. They said somebody, Sierra, somebody, man, but that nigga was trying to gig against. Hey, man, that crump shit is serious, man. That crump shit is serious. That aggressive ass. Niggas do access health data on this device. You can ask me. Oh my God. And Apple Watch. I ain't asked you nothing. Shut up. Shit. These computers be talking to you. You don't even talk to their ass, man. The world we live in. So how them phones be listening, computer listening, all types of shit. I ain't even ask you about shit. Computer, fucking Mac. You feel me? Yeah, man, we in the building. Constant out hella crazy, baby, with that dance moves. Crumping is hella crazy. Let me show you another little clip right quick before I get into it. This got to be the dopest reenactment of Boondocks in real life, man. This is wild. I like this. This is dope. And then we'll get into the proceedings this evening. You feel me? But check this out, right? This is fly. I ain't gonna play the music because we might get blurred. But look at who Riley is. Yeah, let's do it. Look who they got as the Boondock real life characters. That's crazy. Grandpa. Oh wow. They found the right people. Oh, that nigga done. Oh, they found all the right people for the ball. Oh, shit. Cat Williams. Oh, that's dope as fuck. Yeah, I ain't gonna play the music. Music gets you blurred, but you peep the Boondocks. I'll let it play again. Go ahead. Look at the characters they got for the real life. Look dead on them. Uncle Ruckus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did that. They was to do this in real life. It'll be dope. That'll be dope as shit. That'd be dope. Salute the Boondocks. Whoever did that was hella dope. Super dope. But let's get into the content with no more nonsense, man. This nigga Trump is tripping. Everybody flashing on that big, beautiful, big, horrific bill. The boy Elon is striking back. Elon don't give a F. He like, no, man. Man, we got to, before we got to intro this Trump thing right, man. We have to intro it right. We have to intro it with the anthem. We have to give it the anthem. I vote Donald Trump. I vote Donald Trump. Oh, I vote Donald Trump. We got to start off with the anthem. I vote Donald Trump. We have to, man. Fair use. We got to start it off with the anthem. I vote Donald Trump.
The country, and I'm just going to roll the clip, and we're just going to come back to talk about it. All right, lovely, let's dive into it. Let's go.
I will vote Donald Trump. I vote Donald Trump.
Activist Helen Villalonga begged for compassion.
¿Qué le hicimos, Donald Trump?
What did we do to you, Donald Trump, to deserve this? Many of my people believed in you.
I'm worried because of the situation that me, my dad, and my mom have, where we don't have papers yet.
Javier, did you support Donald Trump?
Sí, yo hubiese tenido ciudadanía.
If I was a U.S. citizen, I would have voted for Donald Trump.
We all know her. She is on fire right now. She is trending bigly. But wait a minute. Wait. Watch.
Janet Correa screams injustice after her husband was placed on an expedited deportation order after showing up to his immigration check-in in Miami.
That is the same lady who sings the Donald Trump song. Her name is Janet Correa. She is a Cuban in Florida, and her husband is being deported. Honestly, This brings me joy. For years, especially in Florida, a large portion of the Cuban community has been reliably voting Republican, and more recently, full-blown MAGA. I think Florida Cubans are some of the most problematic Latinos in terms of voting. They rallied behind Trump as he screamed about mass deportation, somehow thinking it wouldn't apply to them.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Oh, they regret that motherfucking song right now, man. He deporting the shit out of the Cubans right now, man. Let's go, y'all. Fair use. I will vote for Donald Trump. That was the lady that was screaming. That's crazy. That's the if 5 minutes later had a face, it'd be that. 5 minutes later. I will vote for Donald Trump. 5 minutes later. Damn. No disrespect to my lads and Hispanics out there. I'm just clowning, joking around, man. I will vote for Donald Trump. That's crazy, man. That's karma as a motherfucker, man. Y'all shouldn't have voted for the motherfucking the goddamn Cheeto man, Cheeto face, man. When you vote for Cheetos, man, you get burnt, nigga. Your fingers get burnt from orange Cheeto stains from eating. Yeah, fuck, man. My bad. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
I'm surprised, and I'm so glad that they voted themselves out of our country. Trump campaigned on mass deportation, and these MAGA Cubans voted for mass deportation, and now they're getting deported. They got what they voted for, and I love that for them. A lot of Cubans, possibly seeking legal status like naturalization in the U.S., have now eliminated themselves from the voting rolls, and I say good, because I'm tired of them sabotaging our elections. Now, again, I do not wish this on the Cubans who don't support Trump, but statistically, most of them do.
I will vote for Donald Trump. He just started up a fucking war. I will vote for Donald Trump. Everything is high up in the store. I will vote for Donald Trump. Crab letters gonna be at your door. I will vote.
Hey, you guys know what song I've been jamming to all day? It's just been in my head. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote. Raise your hand. Come on. For Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Why is this shit trending on TikTok, man? What the fuck? Hey, man, the computer ain't never lost, my nigga. The internet ain't never lost. Why they going bad on this, man? I don't know. Niggas doing dance moves, cha-chas and shit. Marina. God damn, man. The internet never lost, my nigga. This is crazy. This is nasty work. I don't vote for Donald Trump. Wowzers. Let's go, y'all.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
I got deported because I voted for Donald Trump. Now everybody's getting deported because they voted for Donald Trump. Yes, they're getting deported, but they all voted for Donald Trump.
As Latinos, we need to have more empathy for the Cubans being wrongly deported, because no, we don't. Okay, this is exactly what you wanted. Inadvertently, you voted for this. All right, I'm reminded of that little jingle. I will vote for Donald Trump. And now that they're getting deported, I think, go ahead, Donald Trump. You voted yourselves out. You voted your family members out by voting him in. You thought that it was only going to be los negritos, the ones that look like me that were going to be, deported. Okay, and no, see, I know a Cuban guy. I knew a Cuban guy up until last week. His name was Usnavi. And if you know Cubans, there's always one of them named Usnavi. When your name is literally spelled out U.S. Navy and you have U.S. agents cuffing you, y tú estás, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Que te va pa'l carajo ahora, eh. And this dude was a janitor, but janitor in New Jersey, you can make a lot of money. He had a pickup truck. Él tenía su banderita gringa, tú me entiendes. He was very proud to be an American. Come to find out que te enviaron pa' Cuba de nuevo. It's hilarious, and at the same time, it's upsetting. I've always gotten along con lo que no son niega raza. You know, the people that are Latin, Caribbean, that don't deny their blackness. ¿Por qué? Because our ancestors over here in this country used to hang together. You understand? Julio Roldan, 1970. Look it up. The information's out there, all right? Cubans, you got that movie Scarface, and it just put you on another fucking roller coaster of a ride in your mind. ¿Te creía que the world is yours, chico? No, it's not. And by the way, Al Pacino ruined that movie, and he ruined Carlito Way playing a Puerto Rican. And it wasn't me, by the way. I did not see Usnavi and say 1800 yellow.
Is it me, or do we have a Cubano hater on? It's like Cubano and Cubano crime. Is this a Cuban man hating on another Cuban? Or hating on, I don't know. This is diabolical. You got the guy like, yeah, this is what y'all get. Y'all voted for him. Like, and this is a Cubana, I think. I think this is a Cuban man. Like, you know, I don't know. He's definitely Hispanic and Latino. Definitely. I don't know if he's Cuban, but yeah. I love Donald Trump. This is crazy, man. You know, and prayers to everybody. Like, you know, a lot of people, this shit is wrong. You know, when you take the parents away from the children, just leave the children here by themselves. That is totally just fucked up. So, you know, we just making jokes of the song. You know, the situation is definitely fucked up. You know, we definitely feel for our brown brothers and sisters, you know what I mean, out there that's being wrongfully deported. You know what I mean? When they're going through the process of getting their paperwork and to be a legal citizen, you know, they're getting arrested at court. They're getting arrested at work. They're getting arrested at school graduations, you know what I mean? And so on and so on. It's not what Trump said. He's going to go after the criminals and the gangs. You know, he talked about this gang that came from, what was they called, man? But the people the gang that took over, you know, Colorado, and they're taking over apartment buildings. You know, chat, tell me what La Frente, I ain't good at, you know, Spanish at all. But whatever that gang was, he was like, we're gonna get them. And I have not seen not one of those arrested yet, you know. And but it was supposed to be some, you know, some ruthless, you know what I mean, people from Mexico, gangs, and he said they're gonna get them. And I ain't seen not one of them get arrested yet. I'm just saying, you know. So I feel for my brown brothers and sisters that's really, you know, no crime, you know, good citizenship, you know what I mean? Got children going to college, working, you know what I mean, that really, you know, contribute to, you know, American society and American civilization, just, you know, and everything, you know what I mean? I feel for y'all and I pray for y'all, you know what I mean? But it's a banana in the tailpipe. Watch when I play this one after this. So even if they getting deported, it's hope at the end of the tunnel. Watch what I play after this. They have they definitely have a underground railroad. We'll get to that later. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
1-800 make the drinks cold. It wasn't me. It just so happened to happen that someone in his workplace didn't like him. They ratted him out. They got him at work. Okay, that's crazy. It's insane. Because he thought that they were only gonna get the ones that didn't work. Motherfucker, they coming after you.
Yeah, them dudes from Venezuela, the Tren de Alagua. Yeah, Tren de Alagua. Yeah, the Venezuelan gangs, right? Tren de Alagua, Agua, Aglagua, Agalbagba. All right, cool. I don't know how to say it, but somebody say it for me. Tren de Alagua. Okay, cool. He's supposed to go after them first. I have not seen no Tren de Alagua raid yet. All I've seen is taco stands. You know what I mean? Ice cream stands. The dude pushing the motherfucking ice cream cart down the street, get arrested. The lady selling flowers in front of the club, get arrested. The man at the freeway exit, get arrested. You know, the people, you know, that's helping with the clothing and, you know what I mean, in the street, the fashion district downtown LA, get arrested. I have not seen no. And I'm not saying I want anybody to get deported, but I have not seen them hit the hood not once. Let me say that. I haven't seen ICE hit the hood yet. They blitzing fucking Home Depots and Lowe's and shit like that. Like, come on, man. Literally. And it's the new shit that they doing too, man. Allegedly, right? Somebody said that they are erasing. This is alleged, but some people have came across, you know, ICE agents, and they couldn't find. I mean, police officers, not even ICE agents. They got pulled over by police officers, and police couldn't find their driver's license in the records. They couldn't find their social security in the record or their address. If you have like a Latino Hispanic last name. So they're saying that they're being erased out the data books allegedly. So when they do blurb you and you show your ID, or, you know what I mean, show that you're legal, well, they wiped you out the book. You know, they wiped you out the system. And you wonder why they wanted everybody data. You know what I mean? Like when Doge went up in the White House, it took everybody data. This is one of the reasons, you know, so they could wipe you out the data. You did? Allegedly. Let's go, y'all. Fair use. Real content, no nonsense. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Because it's easier to find the ones that are working than the ones that are not working. When people are working, you don't know what the fuck they at, okay? But when people are at work, it's easy to find them. Así que te cogieron. And I went to kindergarten. I'm sure most of us did. And I was always taught that the color orange meant danger. Cuidado, por ahí viene algo. Green meant go, ¿verdad? Pero since forever, orange has always meant stop, drop, precaution, mira para los lados, something's happening. So I would never vote orange. It could be another orange person that goes up and they want me to buy vote. No way, you orange, bro. I don't trust the color orange. That's the sign of a penitentiary. They put them in orange so that you can see them coming from a mile away. This motherfucker, his skin is telling you que viene por ahí, va a ser algo malo. Y como quiera la gente, no, ese es el mío. Cubans think that
See, he making a great point. He said he was taught since he was a youngster, orange means danger. Period. Stay away from orange. Hazard. Everything. Anything that's orange is dangerous. And y'all voted for an orange man, a Cheeto face. Hazardous. That's a hazardous sign. He said, I learned, man, stay away from orange. Red. You know, green mean go, but orange mean danger. You guys voted for the orange man. Good shit, man. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
motherfucker's family member. Like, oh yeah, ese primo mío puede ser el trompa ese. Váyanse al carajo, choco de pendejo. And by the way, you didn't see the writing on the wall? Like, you coming from a country where shit like this has happened, you didn't see like, oh yeah, this looks familiar. No. Hay que ser pendejo, man.
You know, I've never seen a song give you instant karma more than I will vote for Donald Trump. Particularly for the singer of the song, one Janet Correa. If you type in, I will vote for Donald Trump, you'll see that song, right? All right. The woman singing, doing the beautiful, I will vote for Donald Trump. Her. Why did ICE detain her husband? And he's already on a list for deportation. I say, God damn. I say, God damn. I ain't seen a song fuck you up that bad since that one time the dude snitched about all the murders he did in a song and then got arrested and sent to prison for the shit. I don't even remember who the fuck it was. But I do know for a fact he had like confessed to like 3 or 4 murders in a rap song. And then them cops came and got him from 3 or 4 murders. His ass did time. Like, like you literally can't even make that up. You can't make that up.
Somebody said, I prefer Trump over drunk Kamala. Well, we have a drunk Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. Well, however you say his last name, Pete Hegseth. He's a drunk, and he's a Fox host, a podcaster. How the fuck is the Fox podcaster the head of military? The head of the fucking military, the head of everything. Like, what? We got leaked information about war plots and schemes and shit. Yeah, man. Pete, he's a drunk. And he's a motherfucking co-host of Fox or some shit like that. And this nigga is the head of the Army, Navy, Marines, nigga, Air Force, the whole shit. A drunk. So right back at you. You say you don't want drunk Kamala. Well, we got a drunk nigga that's controlling the motherfucking nuclear bombs and the motherfucking the Army, Navy, Marines, the armed forces. A drunk nigga. That drunk Texas fucking Army military plans to fucking newscasters and homeboys and shit. Wife everybody. Like Secret Service shit that you should not be given a secret intelligence, not secret service, but secret intelligence that no motherfucking newscaster or your wife should have. But lo and behold, this drunk dude is telling his wife and newscasters military plans. There you have it. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
You cannot make that up. You out here going, oh my God, I will vote for Donald Trump. And God said, a word? For real? Deportation. Like, yo. Like, hey, yo. Hey, yo, this your mans? No, ICE was really like, hey, Janet, vote for Donald Trump. Hey, this your mans? That's your mans? Because he gone. Like, that's nasty work, boy. But it goes to show you, some people don't believe fat meat grease until your ass get popped. Ooh. You standing next to a stove with hot bologna in it, and it's bubbling up, and this shit starts popping up. You're like, oh, it's bologna. It can't hurt me. And then that shit pop you on your fucking skin. You're like, ah, shit. That's why you don't do it naked. But I digress. You don't cook naked, especially hot bologna.
All right, my nigga, we got you.
And the red shirt and the blue jeans and the blonde, and she on the stage. I mean, she rocking it. And her husband is playing the
Let's hear what Auntie got to say. Auntie is so motherfucking ratchet. If you got a ratchet ass auntie like this, man, like, she was a former stripper. Auntie is with all the shit, period. She ain't like no gospel, Bible holding auntie, nigga. This auntie was at the strip club. This auntie used to run a gambling shack, nigga, in the basement. This auntie used to do, this auntie used to rock up crack for a boyfriend and shit, stash guns and shit in the couch for the hood. Shit, this one of them aunties that was really with the shit. Let's hear how she talk. Let's go, y'all. Fair you.
Is it the Congos or something beside her? Well, she has a different look on her face today. Yep. Her turn. It seems that her husband was picked up by ICE, and they had a picture of her that looks quite differently. Yes, I'm sorry to say. It's not a smile anymore. And she's not grooving. You know, she's not doing any of that. She's crying, and she's speaking her native language, so I don't know what the hell she was saying, but she was very upset. Her hubby was picked up, but not only was the hubby picked up, the hubby was put on the expedite list. He was put on the expedite, like, get him up out of here now. Yes, ma'am. Happy Friday. The people that originated the song, the people that made the song, he ain't even got no mercy for them. Oh, you want to talk about repercussions. You want to talk about karma. I bet the last thing she got on her mind now, well, no, it's got to be the first, because I know every time she look up somebody playing that video, every time you look up somebody's playing a clip of her and her husband jamming to I will vote for Donald Trump. Yeah. I will vote for Donald Trump. And that got your ass kicked up out of the United States.
Wow. Ouch.
Happy now?
Ouch.
I told y'all, karma is not playing with these people. Y'all played an integral role in gathering people to go vote for him. And now you're suffering the consequences. And the consequences are high. You latched your wagon to the wrong mule.
She do got that evil ass witch laugh, like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. Like she got, she got like an evil ass laugh. That's why I said she with the shit. This auntie was on the block, nigga. You know what I mean? With her husband and shit. You know what I mean? Selling rocks and shit. Like she was really with the shit. She probably was on a whole show. She probably, you know what I mean, was breaking heels and shit like in Atlantic City and shit. I don't know, but she definitely from the game, my nigga. She is definitely from the game, my nigga. But that evil Lynn, yeah, evil ass laugh. Devilish plot laugh, like, nigga. Let's go, yeah, fair use.
And now that mule has turned around and kicked your front foes in. They never stop showing their appreciation to people who put them in that office.
Even that smirk grin That smirk laugh. That sound devious. Like, damn, she need to do voiceovers for like devious characters in Disney movies and shit. Let's go, y'all. Fair you.
The Republicans never stop showing how much they really appreciate your votes and all the work you did to get the Republican Party in office. All that work you did, all those shows you did, you wrote that song, you composed it, y'all jammed to it, you put it out, you went and played it everywhere you could, and now he done slapped the lyrics out your mouth. I don't know how y'all keep doing it. But you keep doing it. So Lord. Anyway, it's a good Friday. I hope y'all got a good laugh.
Auntie, she said he slapped the music out your mouth. He slapped the lyrics out. The jokes is funny what she said. The situation ain't funny, man. Period. Especially when he also got arrested at court, trying to, get his paperwork right. So, I mean, people that's actually cooperating with the law, cooperating with the court, the paperwork procedures, the court dates and whatever to get their legal citizenship. They're getting arrested, going to court, trying to get their, legal citizenship. So I think that's wrong. I think the people that have come in and have not did no paperwork, have not tried to go to court to get legalized. I think they should be the ones getting blitzed, because they are the real original, the real illegal ones, But people that got jobs, family, working people that really help, far as the cropping system, that help, the landscaping system, that help, the docks and shit, that, when the motherfucking loaves come in at the motherfucking the docks and shit on the water, the restaurants, shit, everything, man. School, they teachers, they fucking nurses and doctors. Like it's so much they do. It's gonna be a blow to just the industry, period, to niggas that got businesses, people that got farms. It's gonna be a blow, a blow to America, period. So the thing is, what I don't like about this new administration, they'll do some shit and eliminate motherfuckers, but don't got a plan to put what you gonna put in there. Okay, you done eliminated all these government jobs, and now shit ain't being worked on. Yeah, eliminated the motherfucking people that does the air traffic control. Now nobody to put up in there to work the shit. The new nigga that just got there, he definitely don't know how to work it. He new on the job. So now you got airplanes crashing and shit. You take out this. You're going against college professors and colleges and shit. Like what are you gonna put in place when you eliminate all of this stuff? Like what is gonna get in place? Like robots? Like what you gonna put on them fields? Robots? What we gonna have? The Elon Musk robots and shit? Working for Optimus, working for everything that we need worked on. Like you gotta have something to replace it, and they ain't had shit to replace it. They just wiping shit out, not replacing shit. Like okay, you gotta have a plan. Like if I take something out, I got something to put in place, and they taking shit out and got nothing with no type of experience. They got some other nigga that's the head of foreign affairs. There's some 20-year-old Facebooker or something. This nigga was working at a grocery store, but he loved Trump. He was, pumping Trump on social media so much that this nigga is the head of foreign affairs. A nigga that worked at the grocery store. 20-something, I think he's 21 years old. His cabinet is fucking ridiculous. It's full of fucking podcasters and niggas that worked at the grocery store, niggas that worked at Fox. Like, this shit is many. Like, you got niggas in government position from Fox. Nigga went from podcasting to, passing bills and shit that affect the whole American society. Like, this is crazy, my nigga. This wild. And you know what it is? What was this nigga show called, man? What he say? You're fired. What that shit was called, man? What the Apprentice? This is man. We are seeing the Apprentice in real motherfucking life, but he's dealing with the government. You feel me? And he got these podcasts. He taking out real government motherfuckers that have the experience for 20, 30, 40 years been in there. Get you out of here. And I'm gonna put this motherfucker from Fox News and let them run it. Like, what the fuck? The Fox News motherfucker got experience. You put a wrestler wife in there to handle some, like, what this wrestler, I mean, this dude that runs wrestling, his wife got to do with government affairs. Man, they was cooking her when she was at the Senate. She didn't know nothing. She didn't read nothing. Like, well, did you read Code 43B and, Section 13 and 40? I'll get to it. So you've been in this position this long and you have not read Section 13B and you're talking about get to it. Well, we're doing a lot of things. Hey, okay, what about Section 17AB? And what says, whoop, 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 whoop. Have you read that? No, well, we'll get to it. We have a lot of, what the fuck? How do you even have this position if you're don't know the rules of your position? So it's just a clown show going on, period. Straight up, a fucking clown show. This is a real time life of, episode of The Apprentice, but it's called The President. Not The Apprentice, is The President. Let's get to double Donald Trump. All right, let's get to this real shit though. This is the big beautiful bill, man. We hope this shit don't pass. It's looking like it's about to pass, but it's getting a lot of remixes on it, man. So let's see what's really going down in real life with this bill.
And begin tonight with what President Trump calls his big beautiful bill, which could be headed for a final vote in the Senate after a long day of debating amendments to it, and perhaps for some Republican members staring into the abyss. Here's why. Polling consistently shows it is strikingly unpopular with voters. The Congressional Budget Office estimates it adds more than $3 trillion to the national debt and could deprive nearly 12 million Americans of health insurance through Medicaid. That in it now comes with a double dose of existential terror for Republicans on the fence. On the one hand, the president over the weekend managed to drive one opponent of the bill out of seeking another term. On the other, Elon Musk has just weighed in on anyone voting yes, quoting him now. Every member of Congress who campaigned on reducing government spending and then immediately voted for the biggest debt increase in history should hang their head in shame. And if that weren't enough, he adds, and they will lose their primary next year if it is the last thing I do on this earth. Now, given that his Mars mission won't be ready to go for years, that's a lot of primaries. But that's not all. He also reiterated his call from 3 weeks ago for a new political party and says he would start one a day after the bill passes. Rock meet hard place. North Carolina's Tom Tillis chose The Rock, announcing that he will not seek another term, and he slammed the president on the bill's Medicaid cuts.
What do I tell 663,000 people in 2 years or 3 years when President Trump breaks his promise by pushing them off of Medicaid because the funding's not there anymore, guys? It is inescapable that this bill in its current form will betray the very promise that Donald J. Trump made in the Oval Office.
So today, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that Senator Tillis is, and these are her words, just wrong. But listen to what the president...
Somebody said watching CNN is like, why? I don't give a fuck. We getting the news, bro. Whatever he's reporting is actually what's happening. See, you so caught up in the orange man shit talking about, oh, fake news, fake press. Well, they're reporting on real shit, and they have footage to back up what they're talking about from the floor of the Senate when they, trying to get the bill passed and they revising it and everything. So, I'm not CNN. I'm definitely not on the floor. I definitely don't have no footage from the floor. So I'm going to go to CNN. What the fuck is the problem? Like, hey, I could go to Midas Touch, but I decided to go through this because they actually got the shit all in one. Oh, you feel me?
The president has been saying on the subject going back a decade, and decide for yourself.
Save Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security without cuts. Have to do it.
We're going to love and cherish Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. We're not going to do anything with that.
Can you guarantee that Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security will not be touched?
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times, you shouldn't be asking me that question.
What happens if it comes to your desk, has the tax cuts, but also cuts to Medicaid? Would you veto that?
No, we're not doing that.
Would you veto that?
I would if they were cutting it, but they're not cutting it. We're not cutting Medicaid. We're not cutting Medicare.
A lot to get to tonight. CNN Chief White House correspondent Caitlin Collins starts us off. Caitlin, how concerned is the White House about potential cracks in the Republican coalition?
I mean, they're watching all of this and watching Senator Tom Tillis, you know, in that scathing floor speech on Sunday, John. But then, of course, after he announced that he was not going to be seeking re-election, the president was cheerleading.
But peep this, y'all. Watch the Cheeto man said he ain't gonna touch Medicaid. He ain't gonna touch, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna touch it. He said that 1 trillion times on the campaign. Now look what he cutting. The first thing he cutting. It's bullshit. Period. I want to get to what Elon said. But let's keep it going, man. Fair use, man. CNN. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
That and saying essentially good riddance to Tom Tillis, given they believe he's been a thorn in their side during all of this. And John, obviously, when they look at this overall, and I've been talking to White House officials about what they think is ultimately going to happen here, they do think this will pass. They don't think Republicans are going to defy the president on his signature legislation, as big and sweeping as it is, and with those potential cuts. The question is how long it's going to take to get this through, to get this done. And that's what they've been watching, obviously, very closely at the White House. But with Senator Tillis there, as he's coming out and he's saying that the president is being misinformed by his advisors on what is actually in this bill, and that it's going to make him essentially go back on the promises that you just heard him say there about not interfering with people's Medicaid benefits. I mean, the White House is just flatly rejecting that and arguing that it's wrong. But I think you have to look at, you know, with Tillis's decision yesterday to say he's not going to be seeking re-election, he doesn't really have a lot to lose here in terms of why he is speaking out and why he is saying that, or any incentive to say something that he doesn't actually think could put Republicans in peril. And so that is something.
Oh yeah, the gentleman that's talking right there, the dude that was talking with the cowboy little thing on. He's actually I think the governor of Virginia, I think, and Trump is going against the college in Virginia or something like that. I don't know if it's Virginia. Correct me with the states, but he's going against some college, and it's so bad that, you know what I mean, that he like, okay, it's either if I go against him, they're going to stop the college funding and everything. So it's best for me to just step down and continue to let the college get the funding and everything. So he stepped down on the strength of, you know, threats from, you know, the new administration saying that they're not going to fund the college if you don't let, you know, the new rules that he wants for the college to go down. Now, what administration, what president ever laid down rules for colleges and what you're going to study and what you can't study, what students you should have, what professors, what this, like, when does that ever happen? Like, y'all witnessing some shit, like some real, in real time. In real time, I'm not going to say, y'all fill in the blanks because I want my channel, you know what I mean? I want my channel, but y'all could go look at history, you know, other foreign countries that did the same shit before, you know, that country became a dictatorship. You know what I mean? And these are all the steps that the other countries did. I just watched something on one of the biggest dictators, and I ain't gonna say his name. Y'all can fill in the blanks. Same steps he did. Let's go, y'all. Fair use. This is the playbook. This is the motherfucking playbook to dictatorship, y'all. And we seeing this shit in real time, man. Wake up, man. Fuck all this no jumper shit. Fuck all this little gang bang shit. Who got marked out, nigga? Real life is happening in real life. Life is life, in my nigga. And this is life, my nigga. For real, for real. You know what I mean? Life is life, and it's going to affect all of us, my nigga. So let's pay attention. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Thing they're watching obviously closely at the White House. They just essentially want to get this passed. They want to be able to talk about tax cuts and have that as something that they are trumpeting. And you're seeing how the president is working on this in terms of writing scathing Truth Social posts of people who are disagreeing with him, and also taking senators out for golfing trips, calling them up on the phone and chatting with them, as this slog right now on Capitol Hill is happening with all these amendments that they are trying to get passed. None of them so far have gotten passed.
Well, speaking of people who disagree with him, Elon Musk came out with a new /old threat today, saying he would primary or push to primary any lawmakers who support this bill. That's a split again with the president. How does the White House view this?
Well, it's interesting because a few White House officials were surprised that he came out today and said this, given he had gone largely quiet on his criticisms of the president and of legislation that he's trying to get passed. He had actually come out and said he regretted some of the things he said about Trump when they were sniping back and forth at one another previously. And so now to look at this, what he's saying, I mean, he's going after this and saying Democrats and Republicans are both in the wrong here. A new political party needs to be formed, that all of Washington, he says, is in agreement more than they are in disagreement, and threatening to primary Republicans Republicans who vote yes on this. Obviously, John, that is a lot of Republicans who are likely expected to vote yes on this that he's saying that he would be going after. But he's essentially trying to highlight what he says is the criticism of Republicans who complain about big spending in Washington and then are about to vote on this, given the estimates that we've seen, including from the budget office this weekend, of just how much this is going to add to the deficit.
We are watching Capitol Hill as the Senate inches oh so slowly toward a vote on President Trump's sweeping domestic policy bill. Here moments ago, also, we should note Elon Musk, again, slamming the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. He said in a tweet, "It is obvious with the insane spending of this bill, which increases the debt ceiling by a record $5 trillion, that we live in a one-party country, the Porky Pig Party. Time for a new political party that actually cares about the people." With us now from the Hill is Democratic Senator Mark.
Oh, wow. Elon Musk called it the Porky Pig Party. I think it's time for a new party because the Democrats is bowing down and the Republicans is ruling with an iron fist. You know what I mean? So it's time for a new party. And I think a lot of people disagree with this new administration. You know what I mean? Period. You know, and they ruling with an iron fist. But the nerve of Elon to complain when you was a part of this shit. I'm just saying, Elon, you need to have a whole bowl of shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, because you was a part of this shit. Now that it's not going in your favor, and oh my God, it is a horrible bill. But Doge was a horrible department. The cut y'all did in Doge fucked up so many American lives. The firings y'all did, fired all the government officials, fired all these people. That fucked up American lives. But now that your life about to be fucked up with your company, it's a bad bill. And they focus on the companies of the past and not the future. Nigga, without United States putting up the money for your African ass, you wouldn't have motherfucking Tesla, Skylink, none of that shit. So you should really shut the fuck up. Period. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Mark Kelly of Arizona. I don't know, Senator, if you have any comment on what Elon Musk is talking about there, but obviously he's also, he's kind of got some, the Porky Pig funny in there, but he's also talking about spending. And I do wonder, on a serious note, who is concerned about spending right now on the Hill?
Well, Brianna, I don't agree with Elon on everything, but on this, Elon's right. They're about to add up to $5 trillion, but for what's in this legislation, $3.3 trillion to the debt to give a big tax cut to the wealthiest Americans. At the same time, the thing that Elon cares about, I care about it as well, is the cuts in solar and wind renewable energy tax credits. This is basically all the energy that we now add to the grid every year, and my Republican colleagues want to take this away. So on this, we're on Elon's side. But the thing he didn't mention, which is...
See, somebody said they didn't know Elon was African. Yes, indeed. You know where Elon come from? You know where Elon built his money at? Him and his partner, him and his other African buddy? PayPal. So you got a motherfucker that made PayPal get government funding to start a car company, to start a rocket company, to start a motherfucking Starlink satellite company, all with government funding. Yeah, bruh. He started from PayPal. This is a nigga that was the owner of PayPal. Yeah, man. Elon Musk comes from PayPal. That's where he made his money from. And now he's doing this shit. So, yeah, he's African. Afrikaner. They call the white Africans Afrikaner. So he's an Afrikaner. But yeah, man, he come from the PayPal mafia. That's what they call it. You know, the industry say the PayPal mafia. So yeah, he come from PayPal. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Is also my biggest concern here is they want to kick 17 million people off their health care. And again, just to give a big tax cut to the rich.
Different estimates on how many people will be off healthcare, but it is millions and millions to be sure. So we saw Tom Tillis votes against advancing the bill. The president threatens to back a primary challenger against him. Tillis ends up announcing he's not running for re-election. Are you talking to your Republican colleagues? Do they really want this bill, all of them, or are some of them just worried they'll be primaried if they don't vote for it?
Yeah, I think some of them fall into the same category as Tom Tillis. We don't often see a lot of courage here on Capitol Hill. I've been in the Senate for 4.5 years. You know, I came here to do what's right for the American people, and I'm not going to make a decision based on how it's going to affect my next election. That's one of the big problems with this place. And this legislation is so bad for the American people. But here's what's interesting about it, Brianna, and folks are starting to talk about this, how this is good for Democrats politically, despite that this could be good in the next election. I can guarantee you, every one of us, every Democrat here in the United States Senate, we want to defeat this legislation because all it is a big wealth transfer from people who can't afford their health care to the richest Americans putting more money in their pockets.
I want to listen to something that your Democratic colleague, John.
That's it, man. That's it. They broke it down in a nutshell. It's the biggest wealth transfer in American history. You know what I mean? And he's doing all these cuts. So the rich will have tax cuts. The people that got tens of billions and hundreds of billions of dollars. So they could save $500 million a year. That ain't shit to them. 500 million, you got 100 billion, 60 billion, 150 billion. What the fuck is 500 million gonna do to your pocket? Nothing. Nothing. So it is what it is, man. It's a cruel world. You knew Trump was gonna look out for these, especially on his last term. The first term he had to be in pocket. This is the last term. It ain't no consequences. He going out with a bang, my nigga. He trying to change the motherfucking the amendments, the 13 amendments. He trying to change everything. School, education. You can't do this. You can't do that. The nigga was complaining about Juneteenth. It's too many black holidays. Like, damn, nigga. Like, we didn't know you was so racist, my nigga. Like, you just letting it all out. Like, he was hiding it for a minute. He letting all that racist shit come out right now. We see exactly who the fuck you are, Trump, and your whole establishment, because you ain't got one black motherfucker up in there. So we see what you on, bruh. Period. But that shit that Elon did, he thought y'all was together. He thought, nigga, oh, this is a mob. He tried to, he thought everybody was a mob. Like, nigga, we doing this real. He threw that H whop out, that H salute out. Yeah, and they didn't punish that nigga. They didn't do nothing to that nigga until after he depart. Oh, well, he was doing this. He came in. Now they complaining because he's going against Trump. But when he was with Trump, that shit was all good. That boy did a Hitler salute. Yeah, you get. And then hit the next spot with a motherfucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm gonna slit the budget. Like, he was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what I mean? Like, nigga. It's a show. It's WWE, like my nigga said. This is WWF. Straight up. How that nigga came with that I'm slicing meal. Oh, no, this is a chainsaw. We're gonna slice down and cut everything. Like, nigga, are you 40-some years old or 50-some years old, or are you 12 years old, nigga? Your son, nigga, what's the name? X, Y, Z, Q, whatever that little nigga name that told Trump to shut up. He got more smarts than you, nigga. Period. That's why he socked you in your eye. He said, well, me and X, I told X to sock me. You get X socked the shit out of your ass. What? Allegedly. The word around the campfire is that the nigga, he had a fight in the White House. Somebody slid him in the White House. Yeah, somebody slid him in the White House. Trump and the goons ain't having it, nigga. They beat niggas' ass in the White House. He remind you of Suge Knight. He the Suge Knight of the presidency, man. Them niggas got a red room, man. Niggas get beat up and they go against Trump. Allegedly, man. But that Elon little beat up right before he dipped, and he gave the nigga a key. I made a key. Yeah, he gave you a key to shut the fuck up, because the nigga, you get, nigga, they beat the shit out of Elon before that press. That press conference, my nigga. They slid Elon, my nigga. They slid the shit out. You get slid the shit out of Elon, man. Have a seat, nigga. Shut the fuck up, man. Come to this press conference and say your son socked you, nigga. I'm gonna give you a key and we parting ways, nigga. Deuces. Don't get out of pocket, nigga. I'll cut all your funding, nigga. Deuces. Yeah, there's some gangster shit going on over there. It's like the old death row, man. President Rowe, man. Yeah, for real, nigga. Yeah, nigga, jaw was swollen. Nigga, eye boobop had a lumpy lump. Nigga had a ooh-op. Nigga could have just wore some glasses and been on the under. Nah, he wanted to show that. You feel me? And wanted somebody to ask about that because Elon want that to be tracked in. Like, nigga, they beat my ass, man. Let the people see. Allegedly. Let me let the people see. Ask a question about it. So when I do come with my lawsuit, we have footage of me having, lumps on my face and ooh-op. This happened with them, not my son. Allegedly. That's his proof. I think he wanted to get proof out there that he got slid, period. Because why nigga don't just wear some glasses like this? Wear some glasses, do your press conference, and be cool. Instead, no glassitos, show you the boobopito, and now, there you go. So, ooh-op, the boy got ooh-op. Period. Big ooh-op side of the game. It is what it is, man. Let's get to this Diddy trial, man. It's looking nasty. I mean, it's looking good, actually. It ain't looking nasty. It's actually looking good for Diddy. It's on the it's really on the jurors right now. But let me play something else before I get up out of here on this Trump situation. Let's get to these ICE raids because it's a banana in the tailpipe. It's being reported that people are coming right back after being deported to Mexico. Let's hear what this young gentleman have to say. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
It only took 2 fucking days or a couple hours, you guys, and I'm back in the U.S. See, I told you guys this immigration shit wasn't gonna stop me.
Bro, he got deported 2 days ago. He back in the United States.
Nothing, you guys. Nothing. It's not gonna do shit. We're all gonna come back. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm just waiting for my ride now, but you guys, I'm back. And I don't know what y'all think. Y'all want to hate me, but shit. I'm back in the US. I can smell the chicken nuggets, the hamburgers. I just gotta watch out for ICE around this parking lot because those motherfuckers hiding, but we back in the motherfucking States, you guys. Y'all better not port my fucking account, you motherfuckers, because then ICE will find me. But yeah, I'm out here chilling, you guys. I'm here waiting for a fucking ride.
Mr. Trump, we want to say thank you to you for deportation me to Mexico and give me 1 week's vacation. My boss never give me. Thank you for deportation me back to my country. 1 week, I be back in US. Okay?
One of the guys that works for me got deported, and 6 days later, he's back in America, and he's back at work. Let me tell you the story. So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in construction, and I find jobs like a roofing job, a siding job, a gutter job, a painting job, whatever. And once I find the job, I have to work with another business to install the job. I find the job, they install the job. That's how it works. So last week, I found the roofing job, and I had to work and hire another business to install the job. So as they're installing the job, one of their employees goes missing Thursday. Fast forward to today, Wednesday, 6 days later, he's back at work. So I asked his boss, the guy that I contracted out to do the work, how's so-and-so? I think he was sick or he had family problems or whatever. And he said, no, he got deported. I said, what do you mean? He said, he's an illegal immigrant, dude. He got deported. First off, I can't be aware of that and still keep him on the job or else I'm liable. So he's out of the equation regardless. But this is the story I was told. He got deported by ICE last Thursday. He got deported without due process, according to the story I was told, Friday. He's back in Mexico City Saturday. He gets a car or a ride back to South Texas, and he walks across the border. Sunday, he gets a ride. Monday and Tuesday back to Florida, and he's back at the job site today. So a couple of big red flags here. Number one, you have to have due process. I'm MAGA. I voted Donald Trump, and initially Donald Trump thought he could use the Aliens Act of 1798, and if so, that would be great, but unfortunately, the Supreme Court shot that down.
So they are coming back. You know what I mean? I just wanted to show y'all that. I ain't got to go through the whole shit with that. Y'all get it. You know what I mean? But the people that's being deported are coming back. I vote Donald Trump. I come back to Donald Trump. They come back. I come back to Donald Trump. You can't kick me out. I come back to Donald Trump. I come back. Yeah, they coming back, nigga, within a week. Hey, Hey, man, salute to my brown brothers and sisters. They figured out the matrix, nigga. Like, oh, for real, nigga? Y'all just dropped me off in Mexico City, not El Salvador in the prison. Oh, nigga. Hey, I don't know to come back to America. Yeah, they came back, nigga. Hey, man, but peep this. This is the last one I want to say because why I think the African Americans was like really, you know, angry when the Latins and the Hispanics were saying, you guys are next, right? We was like, yo, we got birth certificates. Yeah, we born here. Like, we got lineage out here. You can't say nothing about Black Americans. But y'all didn't say nothing about Africans, Nigerians, Haitians. They blitzing the shit out. Oh, Jamaicans. They're getting blitzed too. It's not just Latino and Hispanic, man. Let me play out some footage of the Jamaican man going to court to try to get his green card game right. And a Jamaican man. Bomber clot, you down. Jamaican man. Not a Latino truck. Booyaka, it's a time of the Jamaican man. I love down no truck. The booyaka, it's a time no kapoon. This one, this nigga getting arrested by ICE. So niggas better watch out too. They'll mistake you for a Haitian, a Nigerian, or a Jamaican because you're Black. See? This is what they meant about this shit is coming for us too. Let's go, y'all. Fair use. Oh, they arrest Sean Paul brother, man. Leave Sean Paul little brother alone, man. God damn, get busy. Get busy. Why you arrest Sean Paul little brother, my nigga? Let Sean Paul little brother come out here and do his 1-2 step, my nigga. God damn, man. Get busy.
Sir, how are you feeling right now? Can I ask your reaction?
No question. ICE agent are wait outside at the courthouse. So the moment you go in and your case get denied, them grab you.
That you will see. They are the immigration court in another room there with the ICE police them and lock him up. And they have more than 6 cameras upon him. And I ask him where him come from, and him I tell them, say, they have to take the camera out and fear.
They can't keep the Black man down. They got us trapped. What Tupac said. And Shock G, they can't keep a Black man down. So niggas is getting blitzed too. Y'all better watch it. And they just put a travel ban on Haiti. They sent a Haitian back. They stopped the temporary protection act, the TSA, the Temporary Protection Act, and they taking that shit down. So Haitians that got the Temporary Protection Act or services or whatever it's called, somebody fill in the blanks, they are about to be sent back home. And because they saying that conditions in Haiti is good enough for them to come back home. And conditions in Haiti is fucked up. It's ran by gangs and street, lords. And yeah, it's not good out there. You know what I mean? So they sending the Haitians back too. So, Black Americans, you know what I mean? Even though that we are really from here, you can't get blitzed. They can't run you through the ringer. Just because you Black, you might have dreads, you might look Jamaican. They think that you Jamaican. You ain't got a green card. You know what I mean? The birthright, citizenship, the internet. So it's a lot of wild shit going down, man. And I got to keep y'all posted and logged in, man. We can talk about all this, hip hop shit, podcast shit, whatever. But we got to know what's going on in real life also. You feel me? You got to stay tapped in straight up. They scared because they are the minority. I mean, I don't know. Whatever this, I think it's just on some racist shit. The dude that's running this shit was a pure racist. What's his name? Miller or something? Steve Miller. That dude was racist in college and shit. Like, he was saying all types of racist shit since way back. So, and he said some shit that if he ran America, it'd be only 5 million people and they'll all be his color or something, like in the whole America. So yeah, he's on some real, you know, whatever Elon did. That little salute. Yeah, man. Straight up. Whatever that dude that's running the shit, that's in his ear, the little bald head, little evil looking nigga. All his niggas in his cabinet look hella evil, like evil characters that played on cartoons. Evil ass characters, like all this whole shit. Stephen Miller looked like evil ass, what's my nigga name, man? Lex Luthor or something, like some grimy ass Lex Luthor trying to get Superman when they hit the nigga with kryptonite shit. Like, man, leave us alone, nigga. You feel me? Get your bald-headed, goofy ass out of here, bruh. That's what he remind me of. Like a devious ass Lex Luthor. You feel me? Straight up, man. Project 2025. Yeah, I said it. I ain't gonna put it on the screen, man. But Project 2025. See, Trump always dodged that motherfucker. He did the Matrix to that. They like Project 2025. I don't know. I never heard of it. Project 2025. I don't have no knowledge. He was doing all the Matrix. He was dodging all them bullets. As soon as that man getting off, it's every fucking thing he doing right now is Project 2025. Okay, TSP, temporary protection status. Man, thank you, knowledge. Temporary protection status is being eliminated. So that's for the Haitians. So yeah, Haitians are going back. I think they got until August or something. They can either go back or America don't go deport them. That's over 500,000 Haitians, man. So yeah, it's getting ugly for the black community too, whether you're a black American or not. If you're African, if you're Haitian, if you know what I mean, shit. Hey, it's going down if you ain't got your paperwork. So they on us too, you know. So what's his name? Stephen Miller went to Santa Monica. Okay, Stephen Miller. Okay, gotcha. He said big racist. I could agree. I mean, I could see it. I seen it when he was at the college talking about he shouldn't have to clean up his trash when they got janitors and shit. We shouldn't have to pick up our trash. I'm tired of picking up my trash when we have janitors to do it. Shut your bitch ass up. Man, he looked like a pure mushroom head when he said that shit too. That nigga looked like he was off so much ass to the mushroom. Nigga, he all fucked up, sweating and shit on that stage. Hot ass stage with a suit on. I'm tired of this. Oh, did he have a suit on? I don't know what the fuck he had on, but I know that nigga looked like a Marilyn Manson Jr. nigga. Like the hair fucked up, looked like suited as shit. I'm tired of picking that man trash. Shut up, you bitch ass nigga. This nigga, man, was mangy, bro, when he was little, man. And look what he doing when he got a little bit of power, my nigga. A lot of power. Fuck a little bit of power when he got absolute power. In the ear of the president and got the president doing everything he want to do, you know, as far as eliminating, you know, everybody that's not his color, you know, period. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I have love for everybody that got love for me. All races, all continents, all countries, everything. Once you go bad on me, I'm gonna go bad on you. Period. That's how I do it. We all humans, man. Period. If I have, Lord forbid, if somebody, I say somebody else, not me. If somebody else, you know, need a surgery for a kidney, is you gonna discriminate if that, and you're a white man, are you gonna discriminate if that kidney have to come from a black man? It's gonna save your motherfucking life, right? I get the kidney from the black man because we are all human beings, period. At the end of the day, you're not a lizard, you're not a lion, a tiger, a bear, oh my, you're a human. When a person need a human part donated, it comes from another human, no matter what race they are, we still human. So with that being said, I fuck with humanity and cool humanity. You know what I mean? No matter what race, color, creed you are, as long as you're cool with me, I'm cool with you, period. I'm going to keep it a buck, man. The only race I ever had problems with, besides the police, because they're a race just by themselves. But besides the police, it's been my own kind. You know, other races have loved me more than my own kind. Not like, you know what I mean, gave me more love or respected me more. You know what I mean? Because I got shot. It was by a nigga. I got robbed. It was by a nigga. You know what I mean? Fucked up contracts in the business. A nigga. You know what I mean? Like everybody that ever did me wrong was somebody that looked like me. It was never the other race. You know what I mean? So the other race actually respect me more than my own race. So I ain't got no problem with the other race because your race, you know what I mean, could be your worst enemy. You know what I mean? The worst hater. You know what I mean? Period. But you from it, you raised in it, you gotta deal with it. You know what I mean? You gotta deal your cards. I mean, deal with the cards that was dealt. But your worst enemy could be a nigga that look just like you. And I assume that's not just with our race, it's with other races too. You know, they go bad on each other too. So it is what it is. But I fuck with everybody, you know, that's cool. No matter what race you are. Just don't disrespect me. I ain't gonna disrespect you. That's it. You feel me? Let's get to some more content, man. Where we gonna go at? Shit, man. Enough of the ice raids, man. Ice raids is many. Y'all watch it out there. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get to let's get to the little Nori break, right? I don't want to play this because it seemed like, man, Breakfast Clubs be blurping niggas, man. I don't want to get blurred because I'm on I ain't gonna play this. I ain't gonna even test Breakfast Club like that. I'm not playing shit from the Breakfast Club. Nope. We ain't doing that. I'd rather play stuff from CNN than Breakfast Club. You CNN might blurb me, I don't know. But Breakfast Club, they blurb anything you play from them. So I'm not doing that. Let's do this. Let's get to the Diddy trial, right? Let's get to the Diddy trial, man. You know, it's a lot of deliberation going down with the jurors right now. I guess a juror got caught out of pocket. You know what I mean? Had to slide notes and shit, multiple notes. But in closing, you know, I'm gonna let the lawyers talk about it. You know, shout out to SBG TV. You know what I mean? For the content, y'all follow the guy. Let me follow this man. Get this man a follow, man. Let me get I already follow this nigga. So I ain't subscribed to the page shit, whatever I'm already following this nigga, man. Y'all follow SBG TV. You know what I mean? But he got the details on this shit. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
In this case, and she was certainly there for the closing argument. Somebody who knows the ins and outs of this case, Law and Crimes in Court reporter Elizabeth Milner, or as everybody online likes to call her now, Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth is here for everybody. Elizabeth, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Jesse.
So,
I don't agree with the last word wins, though. I'm gonna tell you why. I've been to trial 5 times, and the prosecution got the last word every time.
Hey, nah, I ain't getting dental work. I'm just keeping my teeth clean, man. Smoking the motherfucking shit through your mouth just make your teeth all yellow and shit, man. I just want my teeth to be a lot white, even though they not cocaine white, you know what I mean? They're a little off-white, but I don't want them to get tar yellow, nigga. So yeah, just to keep the teeth and the shit together, man. I'm getting old, my nigga. So yeah, trying to preserve my teeth. You dig? Let's get it.
So I don't agree with that. Listen, it's who can convince. If the defense can convince the jury that these people were participants because they're gonna go back and review all the text messages. They're gonna go back and look at all the messages now. And you know, we hearing what they telling us out here, but they looking at it straight on. They looking at the times these women was happy about doing it. They looking at that now. So they gotta choose if they believe, and then knowing that Cassie got a settlement, she got paid. Yeah, she was physically abused from the domestic violence. Yeah, it was a fight happening. He did wrong. He should be held accountable for that if it was in the statute of limitations. But those statute of limitations ran out. They been ran out. Shit was over 10 years ago. But they using that as evidence, but they can't hold them accountable. See, that's how dirty the game be. They're using evidence that they can't hold them accountable for to hold them accountable. So is that fair though? It's a dirty game. Is that fair that they get to use evidence that they can't charge him with, but they charging him with something else, but they're using this to paint the picture? I wonder if the world didn't see that.
All right, my nigga,
Turned her lip
let's
up
get
like,
to it.
There's some bullshit right here. I was like, woo! I thought that was gonna smash me. I was gonna be over. No, that worked in my favor. She said, why didn't they arrest him? If they got all this stuff, nobody got arrested? Okay, I don't believe this. This is some bullshit. And that shit helped me. That shit helped me get up out of there.
So what do you think about the Diddy situation though? What do you think
the Diddy
about
situation?
this?
I really think he got action, but you know, when they put that 12 in the what they call it in the box, when they put them in the box and you got to fight that shit, it really will give you action at getting out. He got action. He got action.
Okay.
He got action. He got real action.
Let's get right here.
All that.
This is where we need to be,
that
right
she was
here.
being treated. It was clear from messages that she took issue with these nights. And look, with Cassie, if you talk about whether or not there are clear-cut examples more than any others of sex trafficking, I've said it before, I'll say it again, the 2016 Intercontinental Hotel attack video, right? Because she claims that she was leaving a freak off. Maybe it hadn't been completed, but then there was a sex worker in the room. She's being dragged back in the direction of the room. I think that can hit and check a lot of the elements of sex trafficking. Also checking a lot of the sex trafficking elements are the allegation when she was on an airplane with Sean Combs. He sits next to her, shows her sex tapes. She feels he threatens to release them. That's a form of a threat, form of intimidation. There's a travel component. They land. He demands a freak off. He gets a freak off. That also checks a lot of the boxes. And by the way, they also use forensic psychologist Dr. Dawn Hughes' explanations, right, throughout the closing argument to explain some of the behavior of Jane and Cassie, right? That was very strategic.
Yeah, and I think it made a lot of sense because Dr. Donhue's testimony, kind of similar to Cassie's, was so early on in the case that I think it was a good reminder for the jury to hear, you know, why didn't she leave? Well, it's because Dr. Donhue's testified that, of course, a lot of abuse victims don't necessarily leave their partners right away because they want to go back to remembering the times where everything was good and they were in love, and that a lot of victims normally do that. And I think that's the big question is why don't these victims leave? And I think Dr. Donhue's did a great job explaining that. And I think Christy Slavic also did a great job and really kind of sprinkling in little pieces here and there of Dr. Donhue's testimony in terms of why these women didn't leave, why they continue to stay, why they felt obligated to do these kind of sexually explicit acts, these sexual acts during these freak offs or hotel nights and that sort. But I think it was really great that she really went back.
What brother said. When has there ever been a one-man RICO? I'll wait. This is a domestic violence, if anything. Arrested for domestic violence and drug use. If you didn't get caught with the drug, shit, you can't arrest a nigga for drugs he already used. Domestic violence and drug use. Guns were registered. Can't do nothing with the guns. Can't do nothing with the taxes. Business is on point. Everything on point with the business. Nothing illegal. I don't know how they gonna get the racketeering shit going without no co-conspirators or, you know, no illegal empire. Like, okay, they were doing drugs. Was he selling the drugs and making a profit? Okay, they was having sex with sex workers. Was he getting a profit off the sex workers that got paid? Oh, the sex, pimps get paid from the sex workers. That's why it's called sex trafficking. When a pimp get caught, pimping a girl, it's called sex trafficking because he's getting the money for her to have sex. So if you're paying somebody to have sex, how are you sex trafficking? Unless you're getting some money off the sex trafficker that's getting paid to have sex. Last time that I checked, but let's continue, y'all. Fair use.
To the forensic psychologist and really kind of put together maybe just the pieces or the parts that maybe people were kind of wondering in their head in terms of why. And so she did a great job really kind of sprinkling in here and there why that may have happened.
Going to the racketeering conspiracy charge, arguably the most complex charge, the top charge, carries life in prison. When you heard Prosecutor Slavic talking about this and why they believe they have proven that there is, in fact, a criminal enterprise, this association of Combs' inner circle, that they all had to serve the common purpose, which was to protect him, to serve him, that they all agreed to commit underlying predicate crimes like drug distribution, kidnapping, bribery, arson. What stood out to you as some of the best arguments for why, in fact, there was an enterprise? Why
you can't call casual drug distribution like a nigga distributing fucking metric tons, you know, on some big meat shit. If you're doing party drugs and shit, that's called a user's amount. And most of the time, you can't get arrested for a user's amount. They'll give you a ticket or something. Even if you get caught with a user's amount of cocaine, if you white or you know what I mean, a nerd or something, or executive, they ain't gonna arrest you for that shit. They'll tell you to throw it out and stump it out or whatever. You know, have a nice day. User's amounts. You know what I mean? So you can't like act like this nigga was selling metric tons and shit from state to state and country to country. Like these niggas is popping ecstasy and smoking weed and shit and fucking what else they doing? Pink cocaine. I mean shit. Every white motherfucker in America that's in the industry far as like, you know, big corporate dudes, they do cocaine. You seen it in the Wolf of Wall Street. There wasn't not one black nigga in there doing cocaine, but the white dudes. They all on, you know, fucking stock market and doing a lot of cocaine, partying like a fucking rock star on yachts and shit, right? So that's life, period. Straight up. They say trick daddy. Of course. But I'm saying white people do it too. You know, black people, everybody, Mexicans, everybody do the shit. Asians, all races do cocaine, period. It is what it is. But a user's amount is different from running a drug empire. You know what I mean? A drug enterprise that's selling cubic tons of shit. You know what I mean? That's not that. This is called drug use. You know, user's amount. That's all I'm saying. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
There was a criminal agreement.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of it kind of stood out to me. And the way that the government was really kind of explaining how they've kind of met their case in terms of all the predicate acts, including drug distribution, kidnapping, arson, bribery, sex trafficking, forced labor, witness tampering, interstate transportation for prostitution, that I feel like each and every single point of those predicate acts, they really kind of explained why the defendant might be found guilty on these. But I think the ones that kind of stood out to me was obviously drug distribution. And I say drug distribution mainly because every single witness who had testified in terms of the assistants, in terms of Jane, in terms of Cassie, they really kind of talked about drugs. And you're kind of thinking to yourself, okay, these are low amounts of drugs if you kind of think about it, but it doesn't matter. According to the prosecution, they say that drug distribution counts as delivering, passing on drugs as distribution, and they say it's a special ingredient for freak-offs. And some of the participants of kind of the alleged drug distribution were people like T-Rock, people like KK or Christina Koram, people like Fahim Muhammad. And AUSA Christy Slavic said that the first element of this is that the co-conspirator distributed the drugs. The second element being that the co-conspirator distributed the drugs knowingly. So they pointed to different drugs that have been testified about, like cocaine, meth, ketamine, oxycodone, Xanax, MDMA, GHB, 2C, and then mushrooms too. But in terms of just even distributing drugs to others, that they brought exhibits up, like exhibits including text messages from Brendan Paul to Fahim, where Brendan Paul had wrote in the particular text message, "KK is aware $780 for personal Gucci items." What do we know about personal Gucci items? That they normally included drugs that were found in a Gucci bag that was normally close or on Diddy's person at all times for the most part. And then in terms of just other exhibits between text message chains between Guido and Fahim, Guido was an alleged drug dealer that was often used, and Fahim was one of Diddy's personal security guards, where the text message said, "Hey there, Puff has a balance of $450. So I think kind of proving that element, even in terms of just the Combs enterprise agreeing to distribute drugs, where there were messages.
$450, my nigga. Are they serious? Hey, mate, network. I see you, nigga. I just put the motherfucking bat line out there. I'm gonna throw it out one more time. Tap in, Nettie. You feel me? My bad for not hearing you. I thought you was asleep, nigga. Period. I took a power nap earlier, nigga. I'm up, nigga. Like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna go live, man. Net tap in though, my nigga. That nigga said I owe you $400. He didn't say I owe you $400,000, nigga, for bringing nigga 30 bricks through this motherfucker, man. 10, no, 30, 300. Yeah, probably 30, 30 bricks. I ain't charged you $400,000 for 30 bricks to come through this motherfucker. He said $400 balance. That's a user's amount, my nigga. They better stop it with the bullshit.
Just from D-Rock, where D-Rock had said, he sent a text where he said, "I need some for bro," bro being Sean Combs, and then the some being, you know, drugs. And then Christina Coram too. The prosecution really kind of pointed out that Christina Coram knew that Jane was taking drugs while she was doing these hotel nights, because there was one point in one instance that they pointed out where Jane was kind of convulsing on the beach from sand after kind of a really intense drug effect, and that Christina Coram was really aware of this, and that she kind of helped Jane while she was kind of having this reaction out on the beach, out on the sand. But I think another big point, Jesse, that really stood out to me is obviously kidnapping, and the government pointed to 3 different instances of kidnapping. One being January of 2009, where Cassie's face was stomped on and she was held at a hotel, allegedly against her will, where Sean Combs got jealous because she was talking to a producer, and Cassie drunkenly punched Sean Combs in the face, that he assaulted her very brutally, and that he forced her to stay in a hotel for a week, and that people like Roger Bonds, who was Diddy's then security guard, wouldn't let her leave. She wanted to go home to her mom, but she was unable to. She was pretty much trapped in this hotel during this particular instance. Then they bring it to a few years earlier here in New York City in 2004, where Capricorn Clark was forced to take a lie detector test for days on days on days after some jewelry went missing. And of course, in December of 2011, I should say, where Capricorn Clark was taken by gunpoint over to Kid Cudi's home. The government kind of pointed to those being clear instances of kidnapping too. And so if you think about that.
So when they say that, right, 2004.
All right, network in the house, man. What's happening, man?
Show with the fire-breathing dragon, man. Salute to you, brethren.
Late night vampire shit, man. I took a hell of a power nap after boss plate, nigga. Early, yeah, man. Early. Laid it down to like 6 o'clock. I've been laid down since noon, nigga. Like had a late breakfast. Wifey made a late breakfast, noon breakfast. Ate that shit, some good weed that I got from Detroit, man. Laid that shit down, man. Detroit got the gas, man. Period. Put me to sleep. You know what I mean? Slob coming out.
Nigga, wake up, brunch, right back to sleep, nigga.
Right back, right? Wake up, another motherfucking boss plate, man. A motherfucking Celine Seabass, man. Oh, my Lord. Got that down. Go back to sleep again, nigga. Now I'm up. So, I'm like, all right, man, I might as well go, man.
That's how them motherfucking oxtails had me, nigga. Them motherfucking oxtails had a nigga over here on melatonin, nigga.
Oh, oxtails would do it every time, nigga, with some nice peas and rice or something, nigga.
You already know it.
That one.
Hell yeah, but I was tapping in, checking to see if you was going, but I didn't see you up on. I didn't see you live, so I was like, all right, let me fuck around for a minute, and then I just happened to look back. I check in periodically because I remember you saying you was gonna pop back out, but I know behind the scenes other shit happened. Life be life.
I had a little family emergency last night, man. Some shit happened, man, with my son. I had to go snatch the nigga up right quick. But other than that, yeah, man, I dealt with that shit all night. So it is what it is.
I just sent the link out to Mike Ascari. Hopefully, if you're watching or if he got the link, he'll pop up, tap in or whatever. Salute to the whole fam. Nah, man, Shaniqua, Erica, Lady Divinity Network, go there.
He can't tap in right now. I think at 3 o'clock, that motherfucker, them lights come on at 3, nigga. He better not be talking on the phone, nigga. When they that motherfucking. Yeah, they do that check. They start doing a itinerary. They start checking niggas that go and sell the
head count, nigga.
Head count. They do the head count. Then they open that motherfucker. They about an hour later, about 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? 2 hours later, 3 hours later, they come with the motherfucking breakfast. Nigga, and the lights is on. Lights is on when they do the motherfucking check. Period. Lights stay on at 3 o'clock, nigga. Lights is on.
Hell yeah, man.
That nigga ain't about to be able to be on the phone right now. If he do, he gonna have to tap in and out real quick. His head check coming in like 2 milliseconds.
In a matter of seconds, nigga.
Matter of seconds.
You know what, man? With this whole Diddy shit, I said it from the beginning, brother. A lot of the shit that he facing gonna get dropped. And the reason why I said that is for what led me to believe it was the fact that they wasn't giving a nigga no bail. And I said, you know what? They ain't giving this nigga no bail for the same reason that they ran up in that nigga shit. They ran up in that nigga shit because they didn't want no drugs. They didn't want no guns. They wanted the motherfucking laptops, them phones, them cameras, them motherfucking hard drives, and anything else in that motherfucker that would have had some kind of Epstein-ass evidence on certain powerful motherfuckers. And that's why, as long as we know that your ass sitting behind bars, you can't come and touch nothing, fuck with nothing, manipulate nothing, move nothing from here to there. We caught you with your hands around your ankles, nigga. And so we finna come in here and comb through this motherfucker with a fine tooth comb. And when we done, then we'll let you out. Because after what we've done to you, and dragged your name through all of this shit, putting your personal business out there. Because again, it ain't no crime to be a freak. I mean, you freaky ass nigga. But if you got other consenting adults that's part of that shit, then I mean, that's not really a crime. You know what I'm saying, nigga? The motherfucking Hugh Hefner's house would have been ground zero for a lot of motherfuckers to go to jail if that's the case.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? But we're gonna hang this over your head because when we done, just for even us having to go through this shit with your ass, we gonna fuck your money up when you come home. We gonna let you come home, but we gonna make you use a lot of your motherfucking money to fight to get back home. And then we gonna make it to where your reputation is gonna be so damaged that a motherfucker ain't even gonna want to fuck with you like that once you come home. It's been very few people that have been able to bounce back from not only this kind of public scrutiny over some debaucherous type of, you know what I'm saying, activities. You sprinkling fairy dust in there on top of that and pink cocaine and all of the shit. But it still doesn't amount up to no motherfucking Rico's case.
I know, not to add on to what you said about not too many. I know two. I know who defeated it: Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson. All the time Cosby went to jail, got out of jail, still defeated the shit. I mean, Michael Jackson, they had him show his wife. You know what I mean? He had to take pictures with his wife, type shit, go to court, hella shit. Defeated all that. You feel me? And the ones that defeated the shit, yeah. Go ahead.
Able to continue with their lives.
Mike got bigger after he defeated them. Them cases came like in after the I'm bad days. When nigga,
arguably so. Arguably so.
He did shit, hella shit after I'm bad. So
no, definitely. I mean, Mike is a different kind of icon, but Bill Cosby was wasn't able to really move how he wanted to move and still do the shit that he did before
he was able to hold on to what he has. You know what Bill Cosby has is that oil pipeline. You know, the whole reason why he got blitzed because he got a pipeline under his mansion where he at that leads to that they was trying to do from Canada, that you know, a new pipeline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he got oil under his property also.
I heard that they took Bill through what they took him through is because he exposed how these motherfucking these big broadcasting stations. Because like I said, one time he tried to buy NBC.
Nah, that's ancient. Nah, that they want that pipeline. You know what I mean? Once you fuck with the government, that's different. The NBC, that ain't shit. They denied the nigga. They ain't let him buy it. But when you fuck with the pipelines and that oil shit, that's why all these wars in the Middle East, all this shit is over oil, my nigga. And you got a big ass oil, you got an oil up under your house, nigga. A big oil spot up under your house, and you fucking up the pipeline. All right, my nigga.
I'm surprised they didn't push a line on him because you know
now hold on. Let me land. Now we're gonna bring some bitches from 50 years ago past the statute of limitation to talk about some shit and arrest you. Yeah, that's that pipeline, my nigga. They have nothing to do with no goddamn CBS. They didn't let the nigga buy it. It is what it is. You feel
me? Well, if it got something to do with the oil going through his property, I don't understand how because you just seen the motherfuckers do that shit in cities all the time where they'll push a line on some eminent domain on your ass and take this offer of not, nigga, we taking your land anyway.
Not Bill Cosby shit. So they can't.
So you got a few dollars to fight, huh?
JG, what up with it, Playboy?
It's morning.
MJD on the tap in. What's happening with that alumni, man?
Network. Chat. Yuck, what it do?
What up, Playboy? Yeah, I was just saying, man, they gonna blitz a nigga when you get out of pocket. You know what I mean? Like Diddy got out of pocket with the Ciroc company. You know, once he sued them and he won that $100 million, you know, that same year came the Cassie blitz. You know what I mean? Next year, this nigga going to jail. Right. And now we had another year. This nigga been in jail for a year. Yeah, he been in jail for a year already. So, more of the story, what I mainly think, whatever he get charged for, it's gonna be time served. Period. That nigga done been in this bitch a year and some change. You know what I mean? So whatever it is, assault, whatever it is, that time served, my nigga. You don't have a RICO. That's the main case of RICO.
Yeah, that shit was flimsy from gate.
And then the sex trafficking thing, you have Cassie doing all the ordering. ordering the male prostitutes.
Right.
And even when he's out of town and saying he can't do nothing, she's like, okay, I'm still gonna do it, and I want this one, and she's paying for it. So it's like Cassie already got paid 30 from Diddy and 10 from the hotel. So it's no need for her to come. The other girl that got some bread, so she drinking urine willingly. Like it's like, yo, the process. I mean, the defense was like, yo, like we're talking about a motherfucker bedroom. Like, okay, fuck it, we can't get him on tax invasion because all his tax is good with his businesses and shit. We can't get him with this. The guns is legal. We can't get him with this. Okay, we're gonna come for his bedroom. What he does sexually, that's not illegal. Whatever he does sexually, that's not illegal. So what is this case really about? This whole time we've been talking about sexual intercourse and sexual, you know what I mean?
Activities.
Sexual activities. Like, okay, he likes oil. What the fuck is like? Oh,
right.
Wow.
Well,
he had security. He had security. You know that has to go around and shop and grab shit because the celebrity can't go do it itself. So of course you're gonna have security going to grab shit, go do this for you, go lock this down, go shop for you, go do whatever because you can't be out in the public like that. So you can't say that's a criminal enterprise because a motherfucker went and picked up a bag of weed for his boss. Like, yo, what the fuck?
I'm damn near billionaire. What I look like going to go to the block and go get a zip, nigga?
If I got a basement full of baby oil, I'm pretty sure I got a backyard full of bud. But I'm just saying, man, like, why ain't they? If he getting charged with the same with all this stuff, why ain't they getting charged too? Like,
that's the whole reason
you feel me, like,
for them keeping his ass in jail so they can go get whoever could go down with him and get exposed. They getting all of that evidence out the way. That's why they ain't let that nigga come home.
But I'm talking about everybody that testified and they was there doing it. And if he was there doing it, well, they need to be locked up too. If you was there, yep, come on. You was there, yep. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's going to jail. Like, it ain't even criminal for being a nasty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they were willing. How can you go to jail for being a pimp trick? What is that called? You know what I'm saying?
Oxymoron.
He was tricking. He wasn't pimping. He definitely was tricking, my nigga.
Right. I mean, so but they
tricking
got
and flipping.
For
so the nigga that paid for the prostitute is now the pimp. That's the first shit I said. Like, if these hired prostitutes and pay Diddy they money, how's it sex trafficking? That motherfucker showed up for a job, like a porno shoot. They fly people from LA to do porn in fucking Miami, the Bang Brothers. Is that sex trafficking? Because I paid this motherfucker to fly from Cali to come do this porno. So a lot of that shit.
Yeah, I knew that shit was flimsy because first of all, the definition of what sex trafficking is not only forcing a female into prostitution, which is mainly what the language of what that law, the context of what it was written on, it's taking them across state lines. This was mainly used to combat pimps that was getting out here road running and going state to state, taking a bitch from Iowa and taking her to Vegas and putting her on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't for motherfuckers calling a bitch and saying, hey, give me your cash app so I'll go I'm finna send you some plane tickets. If she got on that plane, on her own account, on her own, it wasn't a nigga standing at her back with a gun in her back sinking the plane.
Hey,
you get what I'm saying?
Right. And that came from all the way back from when Jack Johnson was boxing in the 20s. He had a wife plus, and she was white. He had his wife and all her buddies. After he knocked a motherfucker out after 90 rounds, they going all across everywhere. You feel me? And they didn't like that. They didn't like that he beating and skeeting. You know what I mean? And they didn't like it, so they locked him up and they called it white slavery. You know, and
they called the Mann Act.
Yeah, the Mann Act, but you know, white slavery, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, boop, bibbity bop, bang. Motherfuckers like that, like Weinstein and the other cat, you know what I mean? They trying to get them like on some, that's shaky. that ain't nothing. If that's the case, if we done took somebody out of town, you know, took a babe out of town or something, you hit. That's the same. And she went willingly. They went willingly. He paid for them, and he didn't even have to pay. Cassie turned into a toilet. A boudet. What they call a boudet.
He said she turned to a toilet.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the
wipe
prettiest
my ass with your pretty face.
What's that shit that shoot out of it and sprinkle your booty? That's what happened to her. No Diddy. She's a boudet.
Imagine kissing a bitch that drink rainbow showers. Golden showers, golden showers. That's crazy.
Hey, bitch on her knees with like 6 niggas in a circle.
drip like you talking about like they
like the pornos when a nigga be splash on a bitch when I don't know what it's called when they all splash on her, man, and have her face boob out. He said a circle of niggas pissing on her.
Hey, niggas like this on her.
Boy, they I can't even.
If golden showers in the dictionary is gonna have a picture of Cassie right next to it.
Man,
with
the dictionary be having pictures of shit. It's definitely gonna be
mouth open, face soaking.
They said Baduke, but what that shit called?
A bourgeois, a bidet,
Bakuki.
Babuki. Yeah, whatever this nigga said right here, I'm gonna put it on the screen.
And she too pretty to be turned into a wet wipe. They done turned Cassie into a wet wipe.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it when you a nigga that's like on the scale and the status of a Diddy. Imagine how many females that's way better than her that a nigga done just ran through, and like that's a bad bitch to a nigga that ain't never been around a zillion bad bitches that he could have his way with either one. So they lose value in the same respect that a nigga that just not around no model type bitches every day like that. You feel what I'm saying?
But how much respect you got for yourself as a woman? Like, you know what I mean? You already there. You ain't got to let nobody.
Oh, it's a bukkake. It's called a bukkake.
You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to let nobody defecate on you. You know what I'm saying?
But that goes into different kinds of fetishes and kinks and shit. Like, sex is one of the most expressive art forms based on the fact that think about how many different fucking ways people have expressed themselves sexually.
Look, understanding is a beautiful thing.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like, and if
niggas sucking feet, smelling farts, and all kind of weird ass shit.
Throw mud and motherfuckers get shatted on.
Yeah, I mean that ain't my hype, but
that ain't mine either. I mean, you know,
it's a market for the most extreme shit that you can think of. It's a market for it.
But to have that much money and that much control is what they trying to say. Is like if somebody willingly doing it, how can he make them do it? And they willing, you know what I mean? Something like I bet he didn't even have to pay some of them sometimes.
Hey, Shaniqua asked y'all a question. So she too pretty to be a freak?
No.
That's my point. Like, bitch, you regular. You feel me? Like, all right, I'll put it to you like this.
No. The most baddest bitches is the freakiest hoes, period. Like they at the end of the day, you gotta know they get approached by the most niggas, so they have the most sexual encounters. So
exactly,
you know, they definitely freaky anyway. Period. I'm just saying.
And then what when you dealing with somebody again like that's on the status of a Diddy, as far as his celebrity is concerned, you can take like this can be the baddest motherfucking bitch in Chicago or in Miami, the baddest bitch like that, and won the pageants for this shit, and she goes to this place where there are the baddest bitches from all the other 49 motherfucking states. So it's like now you just back to being a regular ass. You around 1,000 other bad motherfuckers. So you're not as bad as you think. You super bad when it ain't other bad bitches around you.
Yeah, because it's ugly women that ain't gonna do nothing. You feel me? And then there's some that'll go. So, but it's all preference. And when I meant by she too, I'm talking about like I know she a freak. That
Okay,
goes.
let me give you not to cut you off. Let me give you a prime example of the bad bitches being freaks. Have you look at what you see on porn right now? I'm talking about right now. Fuck it. Right now on fucking OnlyFans. You see the baddest of the baddest bitches
Come
busting
on,
it open,
man.
sticking
Come
dildos
on,
in their
man.
butt, sticking dildos in their pussy, getting smashed, nigga. Two
All the
niggas,
shit.
three niggas sucking dick, hella shit. The baddest hoes. You on her IG like, damn, she thinks she look exotic, man. You go to her motherfucking OnlyFans, this bitch getting flipped like
That
motherfucking
bitch up
taco.
there getting trounced.
I
Getting
mean,
flipped like
man,
a fucking a piece of dough, nigga. Bitch getting flipped.
Slinging that bitch in the air.
Throwing that bitch in the air, nigga, like piece of dough, my nigga.
I mean, order up, boy.
But it'd be the baddest bitches. It'd be the baddest hoes.
But
Straight up.
When you
Getting flipped.
look at it like this, when you look at porn, right? 80%, damn near you can even raise it higher than 80%. I'm just saying 80 because I'm factoring in the amateur motherfuckers that put videos up there.
I'm just
But
saying, more the story. Do we see the hood rap bitches doing porn, or do we see the baddest of the baddest bitches doing porn?
the
Yes or no?
baddest bitches doing porns?
Okay, cool.
You
So the
feel me?
baddest bitches be the most freakiest bitches ever.
You
Period.
only
God.
You only live once. You
And
feel
Cassie
Skin diamonds and all of them type of bitches.
And Cassie put the stamp on it.
For real.
Mhm.
I mean, like everything is preference. We can say, it's whatever. But how did we get here? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't cute, but it felt good. You know what I'm saying? So when all his stuff is out in the open, that's why everybody got a sense of like, man, he really didn't do nothing. I don't care. He got a rapist, a former. I ain't mean to say that, but his lawyer was a former victim. So he got her defending him. So I think she really knows the cases, like the signs more better, because her being a victim of whatever happened to her. I ain't mean to say that, but that say something right there. What not even if it was strategic, whatever. That's still a smart move because she had this psychiatrist on there to break her down. Like, so what you suffer from? Stockholm syndrome. Like you can't leave, but you want to leave. You know you're getting done bad,
right?
But like it.
That's exactly what the fuck.
I'm through with it.
It's Superhead and it's Golden Shower Head. This nigga crazy.
Oh, hey, she don't even need to be. She is the crown.
But look, I'm gonna tell you about Superhead. This bitch is bad as fuck naturally in real life, real time.
Yeah, she
nigga, I seen it. Look, I seen this bitch at the motherfucking hot wing spot in motherfucking Encino. Bitch pulled up to the hot wing spot in the Range Rover. This bitch was dropped dead. I'm talking about no surgery, naturally thick, slim body, nigga, hazel eyes, nigga, nice lips, nigga, light brown, caramel brown, like sandy brown hair, like light brown hair. Man, this bitch was gorgeous, my nigga. I said, I see why she got all these niggas, bruh. Like what she did on the videos, I'm talking about naturally, like natural bitch, like don't have to have makeup on, like naturally bad with hazel eyes, nigga, and thick, nigga. I'm like, okay, my nigga, like slim thick, not bodaciously thick, like the new bitches with the surgeries, slim thick,
right?
You know what I mean? Slim thick, nigga, ass poking out, waist slim, nice little baby titties, whatever. But yeah, man, I'm like, oh, okay.
And think about it, Yuck. A rap icon wiped his ass with her.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah,
Coochie was smashing.
Superhead is legendary,
she
man.
had
That
Bill
bitch
Maher.
bad.
She
That
had
bitch bad as
Bill
fuck.
Maher, Eddie Winslow.
That bitch bad, my nigga. I'm telling you.
I don't mind. Look, I don't.
Bro, if you or me or this nigga seen, no, you two niggas seen Superhead in real life, you probably leave your wife if she gave you that action, nigga. She is bad, nigga. You gonna be like, God damn, wife. Nigga, she is drop dead bad, nigga. I see why, nigga. I'm like, okay, I got it.
Hey, yeah, you only
no
live
nose
once.
job, no
You only live
makeup,
once,
no
partner.
nothing, natural hair, no wig. I'm like, okay, that's why, nigga. That bitch got natural long hair, natural hazel eyes, nice lips, natural golden brown skin. Oh, that bitch is bad, nigga. I ain't
It
gonna
look
lie.
like an Oscar
I seen
trophy.
her a real time.
Bronzed up.
I seen her after the second book. This bitch is rich. Like, she got her money, nigga. She pulled up in a big boy Range Rover.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nah, she ain't playing no games.
I read that book. That nigga said, that bitch said the nigga was like, bitch, why didn't take the shells off the shrimp? Come here.
Hey, you know what? I don't even need to
All I
read
know
that
is
book.
the bitch had look, she's so savage, right? She's so savage. She got as of recently, she got a new husband with some kids and shit, right? Or whatever. I don't know, whatever they got going, but she got a new husband, right? She make all the money. He an in-house husband. He got to take care of the
That
kids.
nigga Stedman.
You know that she gets to go out and fuck on her rappers like Lil Wayne and whoever she want to fuck on and come back home with the bread and he has to deal with it, babysit.
Wow.
Nigga,
But
she
I mean,
told that
I
nigga
guess.
she the breadwinner and this was making the bread. So nigga, relax. I'm like, oh.
But I guess that I can't look at that no different. Can you imagine a nigga that's married to a porn star?
Somebody said she pregnant now.
Damn.
How you think that play out? A nigga that's married to a porn star. Like, I'll be home after work. Bitch, I'm not finna kiss you. Like, I couldn't.
Man, hey, well, I
Oh
don't
my
work. Why you
Lord.
at home?
But it be niggas that's really married to these porn stars and really niggas
Shout out Adam 21 Jump Street.
You feel me?
Adam 16.
It's just work.
Nigga,
I
what?
think
Your
the
bitch
only
getting
way that
work.
I can see me marrying a porn star is if I'm a porn star.
I'm the cameraman.
And I probably still
And
wouldn't
y'all
still do
doing
it.
your own porns together. You ain't letting nobody
Yes.
else smut your bitch. Period. Once
Yeah.
you marry her, nigga, all the other niggas stop. Period.
Nigga, this our
We
star.
only fucking bitches. Me and her fucking bitches together. That's it.
That's it.
Boy, the new my name is Jack Tripper. You understand me?
But look, I done seen I'm from Porn Valley, like in the Valley, Woodland Hills and shit, and Encino and shit. You done see me on a couple intros on pornos and shit because I was doing music and shit for the porno shit. But I tell you this, a lot of them bitches from back in the day done got wifed up. Like niggas done wiped up, done put babies in them bitches, and yeah, that's why you don't see them no more. Niggas done, you know what I mean? Niggas done wipe them bitches up, the legendary ones. Done wipe them up, done put a baby up in them, all types of shit. So yeah, it happens. You know what I mean?
It always be that one nigga though.
For everybody.
Niggas run a train on a bitch and that last nigga still be in the room with her. Man, you way too pretty for this shit.
Why you let him do that?
That's the nigga that go raw dog too. He the nigga
Right.
that raw dog.
Why you
He the
let
nigga
him
that
do
go
that
raw,
to you?
do everything.
Man, you need to just be with me.
There you go. Yep. And then that nigga become his baby dad or baby daddy. Let's get back to the content. Let's go, y'all. Where you?
Criminal enterprise, and were there two underlying predicate acts that they agreed to commit? So you laid out drug distribution, you laid out kidnapping. We didn't even get into Eddie Garcia and the hotel tape and bribery, the $100,000 that was allegedly paid to make sure that that tape never saw the light of day. And I agree with you. The argument that all of the assistants, or majority of the assistants, or at least Christina Coram, knew what was going on and knew what was going on behind closed doors, and everybody was on the same page. I think that's key. Now, you talk about the underlying predicate crimes. One of them, my understanding at least, is also an independent charge, transportation to engage in prostitution. Those are two charges that he faces, but I believe they're also part of the racketeering. So I will tell you, I think this is the strongest series of charges they have against Diddy, carries up to 10 years in prison. I thought it was important for the prosecutor to say, hey, you don't need force or fraud or coercion. They could all consent. It's still a crime. Really focusing what on Elizabeth? The trail of money, the Amex statements, Combs' texts, his voice notes, his team arranging, right? Really putting him at the center of transporting men and Cassie and Jane for the purposes of sex work.
Yeah, and to your point, Jesse, I think also the government had to.
That ain't sex work. That's to have sex. The fuck? Like, it's always somebody can, you know what I mean, control. Well, that was the purpose of sex work. Okay, so what do porn companies do?
I was just finna say shit, nigga. Everybody from Vivid to motherfucking West Coast Productions and every other company.
Bang
Exactly.
Brothers. I mean,
all the motherfuckers need to have their doors kicked in. Then, if that's the case,
well, contracted workers and they got the little van. I can't wait to see that sucker. You know what I mean? They got
that's
the van
literally
rolling
sex
up.
trafficking.
What is that?
Oh yeah, they pick bitches up on the side of the road and fuck them in the van. That's part of it. It's a skit. It's a
little
skit
dudes
though.
with
It ain't
little
real.
heads and
It's a
shit.
skit.
It ain't
How they
real, but
set
it's
it
still
up.
sex in the
But
traffic. I
still,
mean, goddamn, can you get any more literal than that?
man, they be, you know what I mean? Homeless dudes be getting head with their dirty nuts in their mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry to be explicit, but that's what's going down. And there ain't nothing happening to them.
Nah, this shit is a blitz on Diddy for biting the hand that fed him. Period.
Yeah, he made.
That's all it is.
Yeah, man.
That's all the fuck it is. Shout out Michael Scary. I see you in the house, brother.
Yeah, anything the nigga get charged for is gonna be time served. Period. Because it's only just assault and battery and shit like that and drug use and shit. Like, come on, my nigga. Let's stop it.
So they don't need to be held accountable when they was.
All right, we got it. We wrapped that up real quick.
Yeah, that's wild, man. And like I said, all that shit frivolous, man. Them cases ain't going nowhere with old boy, man. It's just like if a nigga got wrapped up right now and went to jail, they gonna throw a whole bunch of shit at the wall and see what stick. Whatever week they gonna peel that back and try to make you feel like you winning. Was like, okay, well, we'll drop this and we'll drop this if you accept. Nigga, you was gonna have to drop that anyway.
Right. And then,
You
man,
acting like you giving me a deal, nigga.
but for what though? Like, I don't even. And I looked at it like, even we talked about it way when it first happened. And I was like, why Homeland Security come get him? Where the FBI? If this is federal, where's the RICO? Why ain't these people that's testifying? I don't even know if they testifying against him, for him, or they just, you know what I mean? Just giving the case like more bases against him. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? She
Guarantee you.
already said, I'm doing it. I wanted to. Oh, a lot of them. Danity Kane and the artist, that ain't got that's contractual stuff with business. That's not illegal. You know what I
Mike
mean?
said drop the link. Yep.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
artist
no, it's not.
got fucked over. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, and that's why they tried to highlight that video so much to make her seem like she was a big ass victim. When you may have been a victim of getting your ass whooped right then, but as far as all of the activities that was going on, you had a hand in that shit like everybody else.
And then another thing, Gene Deal been all over for the last 2 years. He ain't even went testified to that. And if he did, I might have missed it. But even nothing. That's why I know it's not criminal. This shouldn't even be a criminal case. Nothing. This should be more civil than anything.
I know from the
He
courtroom
already
drawing.
paid for the civil cases. He already paid
Right. So you there,
30
man.
million to her, and he already paid the other Jane. He paid her some money too. So this shit don't make sense. They already cashed out. They never filed criminal complaints. Not in one of the situations, never, and they kept going back. It's like, nigga, nobody kept you there. You kept coming back. You know what I mean? Like, even if the motherfucker had you in that interrogation room or whatever and had you on the motherfucking lie detector, you came back for work after that. Why did you come back? Why you kept working with the nigga if it was so terrifying and so horrific, nigga? Why you keep working with the nigga after that? So they all guilty in the shit. And if anything, Cassie is a co-defendant. If they're gonna do
co-conspirator.
That bitch was the groomer.
Threaten niggas, threaten to unalive niggas. I will unalive you if you know what that footage is. Footage. Michael Scary, what's up with you, Playboy?
Brother Mike,
man. Shout out to my brother. Hey, see what Calico did for me, huh?
Oh yeah, I hooked him up with the little display, man, for the avatar.
Gotta send me that too, man. Let me get the dragon popping, man.
And talking about this Diddy case, man, and how all of these charges are starting to fall off the wall. Which they should have been. What you think? You think the nigga should have been raked over the coals the way he did? Do you think he deserved a RICO or a FREECO?
Definitely a FREECO, man. Definitely a FREECO, man. This shit is about more than with it being displayed to the public, man. To me, it looked like he's a convenient part of the program. They going after all black billionaires right now, man.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry, man, they want, it's just that time. They want all that other shit, just smoking mirrors to get people to overlook that. But these niggas, they make they so. There's one thing about these billionaires, but you can't tell me that these niggas don't agree to be convenient pawns, man. Part of the perks, man, for them people, the Illuminati motherfuckers let you in, man, that you must be of use to them when they want to use you. You don't know how they gonna use you. For a nigga, you can always count on it's gonna be some kind of sexploitation. That's been a historical fact about black actors, man. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, all these moms. They're saying this. Name a serious black motherfucker of significance that fell from grace that it didn't have nothing to do with the sex symbol. You know what I'm saying? It has something to do with it. This is a program, but Diddy made it. Right. He agreed to this. That's what he agreed to be where he at. You know what I mean?
That initiation, man. And some of these niggas didn't fall from grace. They got pushed from grace.
Let's get to some more content. Let's get to some more content right quick. And this is some shit I don't like. I don't like to do content like this, but you know, it hurt my soul. You know what I mean? But it's good to see somebody stand up to this type of content, man. So you got WACK110 against FREEWAY Ricky Ross, man. I think Wack said that he came across some work that said Ricky Ross was snitching or something. So let's go, y'all. Fair use.
But you know, he seemed to have
Allegedly. Now look how messy Vlad had FREEWAY Ricky Ross doing an interview. And mid-interview, he brings up WACK110, you know, saying this about him. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
I had WACK110 here recently, and me and him were arguing because he claimed that you had some level of cooperation, which I tried to argue with, but you know, he seemed to have certain things in mind that I wasn't familiar with. So you actually saw this interview, right?
Yeah, I saw that, man. It was a joke, really. I mean, you know, when you hear people who have never been in a courtroom, when you hear them talk, they don't understand the law at all. And in my opinion, Wack is one of those people who don't understand the law. You know, what he calls corporation, who are going to court fighting cases, we call it discrediting police officers. So, and what I mean by that is, first of all, anybody who go to jail is really committing a crime. The first thing they say is, I didn't do it. You know, even if they did do it, they're gonna say the police is lying. He planted it. Wasn't my, I didn't have a, so all of those are forms of discrediting police officers. So when a police officer gets on the witness stand and they lie, and then you get on the witness stand and you tell them what really happened, that's not cooperation. That's called discrediting police officers.
All right, well, let's go ahead and FaceTime Wack. Let's actually get his take on it in person. I got FREEWAY Ricky right here, and he wants to address what you said in our last interview.
What up, Wack?
What's up?
Wow.
You know what?
A whole lot of beer?
No, I didn't get you a nothing. You brought that up. You should have already known when you bring my name up.
I always defend it. You got to remember, I know that what you did with the dirty police, we never gave it about that. That's it. So what? Right? But I didn't know nothing about all the plugs and connects in Ohio and some dude in Miami and something they had.
You should, if you don't know, you shouldn't mention it. We should only speak on stuff we know about.
Okay, so somebody say, and you know day one, FREEWAY Rick is snitch. Hey, listen, bro. All he did was gave up the dirty police who crossed him. That ain't telling. As far as I'm concerned, I always took that stance.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
We ain't talking about that. We talking about he gave up the connect.
The connect told on me. What the they talking about? They don't read. You got people, you listening to people who don't read and don't know nothing about the law.
Okay.
My connection set me up.
Okay, so I can remember what they was reading. They was reading something, and my man had it, right? And it was something about something in Ohio. You had something going on in Ohio?
I got arrested in Ohio.
Something about Ohio. That other dude name who I done heard you mention, that was working with the government, Clinton, whatever that dude name.
Blandone.
Yeah, Blandone allegedly plugged you with somebody in New York, and you gave them up. I don't know. Listen, they read it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me tell you something. There's no way possible that there's anybody on the planet that I could have told on that wouldn't have came forward as public as I am right now, that wouldn't come forward and say, hey, Rick told on me. Where you at?
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get what they got, and I'm going to send it to you, because they got it. That's why I couldn't.
They ain't got nothing. They got dreams and lies.
Also says what I've always stood on, which it cleared up.
Dreams and lies.
And yes, I did stand up in courtroom and tell that Blandone was a lying.
Well, my thing was your time deduction, whatever it was, came from the crooked cop, which I don't give a fuck about that. So what?
That was in my first case.
Yeah, they showed that. I'm like, nah, you see it right there. That
150 people got out of jail from that, including John Boy, Big Puddin', the list go on and on of the people. Jesse from Main Street, Droopy, all them got time reductions when those cops got indicted.
I've always said I support him with that, but it's the other in there. But I never knew nothing about it. You know,
but you still don't know nothing about it.
No, they got some paperwork on it.
They ain't got no paperwork. That's make believe. That's cartoon. You shouldn't participate in that kind. I look at you higher than that.
No, but listen. For one, if I'm gonna participate in defending you, like I always been, they put something in front of me, I can't ignore it.
If somebody put something in front of you, it would be public knowledge. It wouldn't have to be something that you have to go and dig up. You should be able to go to Ohio. You can go to Ohio right now and pull up the news article, and what it's gonna tell you is a $10 million man came to town to face trial. That's what it's gonna say.
I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't never dug your stuff. I've always said
nasty work. I don't even like this, man. I hate this type of content, man. But what y'all gotta say, man?
He already did what he done. He out. It's shit old. And then like that, it would have came up as much detail. There's been 3 movies done on this man. It's so much information that he done said. What more? Why is he always trying to find somebody at fault about something, and then he want to justify whether you defending him or not? If you so much of this or that, old nigga, shut your mouth. Quit. Won't you put your shovel up for somebody play dig dug with big blood, nigga? Motherfuckers getting tired of Wack, and there ain't nobody gonna be sitting up here because motherfuckers is from the street too, and motherfuckers know niggas that know him. Motherfuckers get tired of that dude. You know what I mean? Like, hey. And then he messing with dude, man.
I'm gonna say this, right? About around this same time, about a year ago, this nigga Wack said the same shit about me when I confronted him on the stage, nigga, that he found some work on me and he goes send it to somebody. Nigga, I've been waiting. This nigga, I'm telling you, man, look. The brother said the most important shit, my nigga. For a public figure, and a nigga at that, we ain't getting away with nothing. We never got away with nothing. Niggas always willing to expose our dirty lines. Nigga, if it was something about there, if it was something out there about it, nigga, it would have been out there. It ain't. You're not going to be the nigga breaking the news, nigga, because ain't no real niggas coming to you for no exclusive. You know what I mean? So it's like, he said the same shit about me, bro. You know what I mean? I'm waiting. Yeah. I say then what I say now.
But look. Let me say this though. What's the purpose? I'm thinking like, what's the purpose, right? Okay, motherfuckers get labeled as this, that, and the third, right? It go viral for like a week, and then it doesn't affect nobody's life. It ain't no consequences. Like where we come from, my nigga, Ascari, Mike. You know, it's consequences. Snitches get stitches. It's discipline. You know, right now they labeling all these people being rats and snitches, but it's no discipline. Like, okay, they called Gunna a snitch, man, and then he got out of jail and dropped his hottest album and sold the most albums and was back popular again. They called Tekashi a snitch. He dropped the album and was right back popping like he was before he went to jail. So the snitch shit really don't matter right now. So I'm like, what's the purpose? Because nobody ain't demonstrating nothing. So like, what is the real purpose? Like, is it to fuck up a nigga bag or a nigga connections or something? Because that's all I can see. Yeah,
I say that all the time. That's the one thing I always say. I always say, like, if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, what you talking about? Because if we on the yard, you bring the paper. Because nigga always talk about almost a penitentiary time. So let me tell you a penitentiary fashion. If a nigga bad on the yard,
doing shit about it, bro.
Nobody bring that, and he gonna have to do something about it.
And then that should matter to the people that's part of them politics, the niggas that's actually from that hood. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't have nothing to do with nobody on YouTube, nobody on Clubhouse, nobody at fucking Orange Jumper or Valad, LAPD. None of that shit, bro. You know, that shit should stay in the streets. You know what I mean? Period. Or, you know, when you hit the county or you hit the pen or you hit the feds, it's called a paperwork party. You know, as soon as you come in that motherfucker, they want to know what you in there for. So they want to see your paperwork. Make sure you ain't a PDF file, or make sure you ain't no ARPIS. You know what I mean? Or make sure you ain't no whoopty whoopty whoop. You know what I mean? Or make sure you ain't no snitch, no rat. You know what I mean? Know who coming on the yard. Am I right, Mike Ascari?
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Not to cut y'all, but look how he did. Look how Vlad, I can't do it.
This all because of
I'm
Vlad.
waiting to
Vlad
see my
did this
story.
messy
You see how
shit.
he did that, man?
This is on
Let's
Freeway.
call.
That's the part I was gonna speak on.
He invited Freeway Ricky Ross to do an interview, and his whole main thing, he wanted to set him up just for this part. Like he was like he didn't want that nigga there for just this part. Just this part. This is the part that is gonna go viral out the whole fucking interview.
Hey man,
He set
Freeway
him up.
didn't say call him, man. Freeway did not say call him so I can check him. He said let's call him. Hey, Freeway here, and he wants to talk to you about what you said. I'd have stopped and been like, hold on, man, what you doing?
So that's what you call
interview over, my nigga.
That's what you call an ambush interview, right?
Oh man.
So what a motherfucker did was just display. He put on display the live meaning of a culture vulture. This is a motherfucker that if these brothers decided to get at each other on some different shit, he's gonna be somewhere in the house collecting a check off of it. And my whole thing is that, and Freeway Rick made an excellent point. First of all, it says right here, Freeway Rick Ross was released from the federal prison on September 29, 2009, which was damn near 16 fucking years ago. So from the time that nigga's trial went on all the way until the time 16 years from then until now, how the fuck is anything about this man can be exposed? Everything about what he went through is public fucking record. From the court transcripts to the newspaper articles, everything is right there for you to see. So it's not no way you can expose something that's already been out there and been public knowledge.
What are you gonna find to make somebody reread that the police done already said? The police even know what he had and what he done. You know what I mean? The police ain't even say he told on nobody but his plug. Like he said, his plug told on him. You can't tell down. What are you looking for, Wack?
Let me get the screen. Everything is in his book.
Exactly.
You know he wrote the book. Freeway Rick Ross. It's in his book, my nigga.
Come on, man.
Everything is in his book. He done wrote about it and talked about everything.
The knowledge of it. It's
Go
all
grab it,
public
man. Go
knowledge.
grab my nigga Freeway book, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
Definitely, I got all the D-Boy collectibles. I could pull out Lil D book. I pull out, I got all the D-Boy collectibles.
Wait.
Jay Prince book. Yeah, I got Wade. I got Jay Prince. You know what I mean? The Art of Respect. All that, boy. You gotta have the legendary D-Boy books, man. You feel me? But you can read all about everything in this.
Excuse me, interrupt you. Yeah, my bad, bro.
Go ahead. I'm done with that. I just wanted to show the book.
Hey, Shanika raised a spectacular point, man. That nigga sitting here talking about niggas telling that niggas he swore on his daughter's grave he was gonna stop me from getting out. That's how mad that nigga. Oh, I had that nigga high. I don't think nobody got it. I don't know, but I got a problem with niggas talking about shit they ain't gonna do. I told 1090 Jake that too. See, I spoke directly to these niggas. I don't talk about them. I talk to them. Everything I said about the niggas, I said directly to them. I said, when Baby Williams, nigga, I said the same shit to that nigga, bro. And you know you out on a nigga out here trying to preach. You do what you did.
I just recognize what a plan is.
Right. Like why they
COINTELPRO ain't went no motherfucking where, nigga. Hip hop cops is alive and well, nigga.
In a whole different way. They banging now, you know what I mean? Like all kind of, you know, man, this is crazy, man. Like this
nasty work.
This ain't what it do.
And all culture vultures ain't white.
Right.
But you notice this shit is this shit is playing out. Nobody gives a fuck no more.
Man, look,
this shit is dying out.
You ain't got
niggas need some other shit to talk about. This shit is dying out. But the fact that it's going bad, they going bad on Freeway Rick. We gotta, display this. That's showing how desperate this shit is.
Yeah, man.
This shit ain't real, my nigga. Like, you gotta respect the legendary icons that stood on business, went did their time, came back home and lived to talk about it. A lot of niggas can't walk them yards and come home, man. We done lost niggas like a lot of motherfuckers like Felix Mitchell. You know what I mean? We done lost Felix Mitchell. Like, a lot of niggas don't come home, bro. You know what I mean? So for that boy to walk them yards and come home, that's legendary alone.
Absolutely facts. Absolutely facts.
He couldn't even have his name, man.
No, you're not lying. You're not lying.
Yeah.
Not
Motherfucker
lying at
took
all.
his name. Took his name. Now you trying to slander him some
I
more.
got like 5 partners, man, who just came home from doing down 30 plus, man. Shout out to C Miser, shout out to High Lips. High Lips just did walk me on 32 years, man.
Shout out Lips.
Talking about niggas is coming back. It take a certain mind state for a nigga to do it. So to go through all of that and come out and have a nigga slander you, when they ain't even done a fraction of your time. Like these niggas is glorifying the shit that we niggas spend our life trying to get about. They can never understand that. That's why ain't nobody that really did this shit is bragging about it. This shit ain't nothing to glorify.
I look at it like this, man.
Jail ain't shit. Prison, feds ain't nothing to fucking to glorify, and it wake everybody up. Nigga, when you go to any one of the motherfuckers, the county, anything, nigga, if you do a long stint in the county, nigga, you don't feel like you was in the feds, nigga, because every minute in the motherfucking jail feel like an hour, and every hour feel like a motherfucking day, my nigga. And every week feel like a motherfucking month, and that motherfucking time goes slow as shit. Am I lying, Mike? Mike Ascari, am I lying?
Not at all, man. Not at all. You gotta have a program in here.
Whatever, the county, whatever. You know what I mean? Ain't none of it cool.
Hey, look, these niggas is older than me, but shit, nigga, I walk down 25 of them motherfuckers up in there. I'm telling you, like, you can't lie though. This shit go by slow. It's ups and downs, man. Your time is what you make it. That's
as long as you program up, you good. You feel me? As long as you programmed up. But if you hella just like, you know what I mean? Like, say for instance, like a nigga in there just wait for his court date, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, to get his bail, you know what I mean, reduction or whatever the fuck. You waiting for them 3 days. Nigga, you been in that motherfucker for years.
Gray hair.
3 days feel like 3 years. You wait for that court date. Nigga. It's long
come
as
out looking like Gandalf.
I've been this motherfucker programming.
Hey, you know what's the longest process?
Taking long,
when you get processed out. When you get processed out, this seems like that's the longest process.
Nigga, right at the gate, like nigga, let me go, nigga.
And the process out. Nigga, if you ever got processed in LA County, nigga, that's a 18 to 24 hour UWAP. Nigga, that's a whole nigga. You'll go there at afternoon and you'll be in a motherfucking joint in the afternoon. You'll see the nurse the afternoon the next day. You still ain't got a motherfucker. You just at the nurse, nigga. Then
you in
finally
the DMV line, nigga.
Yeah, you still ain't even got to the home cell where they taking niggas up to get they UWAPs and shit, nigga. Yeah, nigga, LA is the worst, nigga.
When y'all look at this brother that's on the screen to your right, to your left, out of these two pictures, Rick Ross and the brother on the left, ask yourself, what kind of common sense, how do you look at him if a nigga try to throw smut on the name of niggas that walked that down and was one of the few that lived to tell it? Nigga, this is a nigga that went toe-to-toe with the government. You feel what I'm saying? And then on this side, you got a motherfucker that will sit down with a rainbow hair colored motherfucking rodent. Well, how's you exposing motherfuckers that solidified, but you okay with coddling and spending time with niggas that got colorful hair and that's known rodents?
Okay, if you defending this man and they coming at you with stuff, I ain't saying he had to say what we said, but I'm pretty sure whatever you don't know, you could have watched something and then been like, and you know what you know. Look, man, ain't nobody on all that. And who is coming to you? I don't know who they are. You know what I mean? They has been around for 1,000 years.
Somebody told me.
Yeah,
see, it all boils down to 4 words, nigga. It's all public knowledge.
Period. Especially him. especially Freeway Rick. Everything. I like those 3-4 movies. A reporter got killed about the dude. You know what I'm talking about? So it's so much stuff. But like Yuck said, now I'm like Yuck. Like when I said, why are you fucking with Freeway? If you defending him, well, man, I want to know what they got so I can defend you. If you've been defending him, you know what you got. I don't look. I know about him. I know, you know what I'm saying? I can say what I said to somebody that'll be like, man, I'll be like, no, how? well, what have you seen that ain't nobody seen?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like and that's just common sense. Like, you know, what and then you try to make people look at stuff that they all right, well, what do they look how you want me to read it? And you know what I'm saying? What you want me to read in Egyptian?
Let's continue with the content right quick. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
I'm gonna keep it real. Everything I repeat is what I heard you say.
Then all you gotta do is put it up in the newspaper. When I went to court, it was in the newspaper.
Well, not newspaper, because the newspaper can be manipulated.
But where they gonna get the paperwork from?
Well, all paperwork is public record. You know that, unless it's sealed.
Where they gonna get it from, though?
Well, I'm gonna hit dude because 600. I'm gonna hit dude and get it. 600
ain't got 600. Call me all the time. What is you talking about?
What?
600 ain't got no. Hold on, let me call 600 right now. Where my phone at?
Because he was there with me when they brought it. Call him. Yeah, he was there with me when they brought it.
Look how this chain of events is folding out, man.
This, man. This is
look at this chain of events.
Gossip column, man.
Look at what Baladdin started though.
Yeah, and he sitting back.
Hey, you notice that nigga lit? You notice that nigga set that fire and ain't said a word since.
He ain't said nothing.
Shit.
Hey, and Freeway did not say call him. He said let's call Wack. Man, Rasputin looking at dirty man. Oh man, hey man, they trying to start something, man. I hope this is all.
Shit with real niggas, man. Like this could turn to some street politics between these two niggas.
Man, bad
and shit. Like this ain't cool, and the niggas think it's a game, and niggas just trying to get views and clicks and shit. But this could start some real funk in the hood, man. Lord forbid. But not come on, man. This ain't cool.
If this is not clout chasing, explain to me what it is.
This the same. Look. This the same nigga. This the same nigga that said on an open stage, nigga, that nigga he was giving Crips guns, nigga selling Crips guns to kill each other, nigga. But yet he wanted to reference these niggas and do all he doing is playing niggas against each other. Look who business he is. He ain't talking about two pigs in the beat business. He and other, like Duck say, he and other people business.
And
nigga, I'm talking about. But I'm saying, I called this nigga, like, look, I said, look, man, this nigga is one of them 4 horsemen, man. Look at his accent. He one of them 4 horsemen right there. He a popcorn sale pro, man. I'm telling you, his job is the soul dissension in the vision, man.
He the pill rider.
Yeah. He one of them 4 horsemen, man. You gotta look and see niggas who they are.
It's nasty work. Let's continue with the content.
You get that because he was more on their side than my side.
Listen, if it was somebody I told on, they done came public, they done went on Vlad and say, no, I'm just telling you, use logic sense though. If it was somebody that I had told on, he'd already came public and said that Rick told on me. Just like the dude did with Meech.
It's the Ohio dude and New York dude.
When I went to Ohio, I went to court by myself.
And I guess that other dude was down in Florida at the time. That whatever that weird that black.
And I've never been indicted or nothing in New York.
Nah, it wasn't you was indicted in New York. He had set you up with a plug in New York. And he gets the color on the line. He ain't answering you?
No, he ain't answering. He might answer you. You hit him and see if he answer you.
Hold on. I might can do this, but we all on here. Hold on. Yeah, let's do it because he was in the room. Share. Hold on.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be spreading gossip though, homie.
That ain't gossip. They read it.
No, that's gossip. What you saying is straight.
I'm trying to tell you.
What you saying though is straight gossip, homie.
They read.
You know they don't even do that in the hood.
Listen, they read it, bro. Like what the fuck you want?
They should have handed you the paperwork. You should have got the paperwork. They should have handed you the paperwork in your hand.
Hold on, let's get 600 on it. I'm sitting there defending you, and they shoot me.
Man.
The only thing I can stand on is his time deduction came from it said that at the end of it, at the bottom of it. His time deduction came from the cops.
That wouldn't even have nothing to do with it. That happened in LA.
Yeah.
The crooked cops was in LA.
They had all your
how they get all my
the same way they get anybody else. I just never went looking for your bro. I never went looking for you. I just took what you said at face value.
I ain't never said nothing. I ain't never told nobody that I didn't snitch. I don't have to prove myself to nobody.
Well, I never considered you what you did to the police snitching. Personally.
Nobody in the pen didn't either.
Yeah, I've never
I walked around Lock with everybody.
Listen,
from Ray, and I got passes that most people didn't get when I was in the pen. You know, I could go to the Mexican mafia table and sell cigarettes and candy and soda. Everybody.
Get rid of this. Why he ain't asking for him?
He must know what we want. Or think I want to collect some of my money he owe me.
Oh my God! He ain't thinking I got him on the phone. He is not answering. That's weird.
Yeah, but you shouldn't repeat that stuff.
Hey, listen. I don't give a fuck about me, you, and him. If they got the paperwork, I'm gonna read it, bro.
You can read it, but you don't. But you don't. Listen. You don't even know where the paperwork come from. I'm asking you right now, where the paperwork come from. You don't even know. You don't know if it was a government paperwork. You don't know if it was wrote by one of those tabloid magazines. You don't know where it come from. Could have been some clown typed up, and you repeating it.
So now, what I gotta do now is really put my people on and just go get it all. I'll go get it all. Ain't no problem.
Well, that's what you should have did before you open your mouth.
Yeah, you just go do your homework. Yeah, when you know, I don't really entertain fruitless conversations.
Well, if it's about your name and it's saying they got some paperwork, that ain't fruitless.
I ain't worried about my name. I made this name. It used to be, hey, they used to be the junkie freeway boys. That's what Jay Clayton. You remember Jay Clayton? You heard of Jay Clayton?
But listen, this is the thing, right?
With Wack, you heard of Jay Clayton?
You say you made that name, and I had a conversation about this. All you who think the glory and fame, and you one of them, and each one of them, your name came from what it came from. Y'all act like that is something to be proud about, bro. Oh my God!
I'm proud about everything. I'm proud about everything I've been through. Hey, I love myself. I'm ecstatic with me.
That's what I'm saying. But all that,
and that's why I treat.
Listen, all you broke get like all famous for selling.
Hey,
y'all
yeah,
really
I'm
shouldn't be
good,
famous
man.
because y'all up the community. Let's be real. You got your money. You made some money. But if we talking about it at the age we are now, looking back, I'm not
I don't want to hear this clown spit,
gang
man.
banging and doing something beyond the color. I don't want none of that fame. But what you should be really beating your chest about is your accomplishment when you got out, how you could have did and you didn't, and did something different. But I'm totally against, because when we doing that, we glorifying it, and we telling the kids. That's why we telling the kids go gangbang, put the work in. I'll be dead wrong.
Yeah, but I respect my past. I did what I did.
Hold on, man. We gotta talk about that, man.
It's the same nigga always hollering on power room, everything.
On
Hold on, man.
Same nigga that do this.
I can't have a nigga on here saying, "Hey, man, you drug dealer niggas is wrong for what y'all did to the community."
Yeah,
what did
come on, man.
gangbanging do? What did on power rule and gangbanging do to the community, my nigga? To LA? Stop playing. You can't be doing wrong.
I told you
notice though.
You never gangbanged in life. Then you can say, "Hey, what I did was wrong," but nigga, you gangbanging.
Matter of fact, you fake banging, nigga. You claimed your block.
Say that, brother. You can't say that, my
Look,
brother. That's
look.
Like, come on, man.
Man, that's why you stop calling yourself WACK110. You know what I mean? You want to talk
that
about
sound
this
like a
dude
nigga mad at
name.
the dope dealers, man. Wack, you got to start the dope dealers out, my nigga.
Come on, man.
Absolutely. And I'm not embarrassed. And I'm not embarrassed about what I did.
No, I'm not saying be embarrassed about it, but you proud of it.
What you mean? That's a question that really can't be answered. When you say, "Am I proud of it?"
I'm not proud.
I'm happy with myself. I love who I am today.
Okay.
And so, in order to love who I am today, I have to love everything that I've been through, because everything that I've been through made me who I am today. Had I not went through what I went through, I couldn't be the person that I am today.
So
now,
WACK110, as y'all heard,
wow.
If you had to be Bobby then, you got to be Bobby now.
I think it's two niggas that took Wack to the pinnacle, man. Far as him trying to expose somebody, it's Freeway Rick, because Freeway Rick stood on business, and
Right.
I think Charleston White stood on business. You know what I mean? To where they had to have a Danza interview, to where they like, yeah, man, I knew what you were doing. We knew we I know. You know what I mean? Wack was like, I know, like the fuck with you nigga, you crazy nigga. Woo woo. So it's a couple people that can make Wack, you know what I mean, like slow down and shit. But at the end of the day, I think this is like this messy, man. I think Wack, like far as the industry and shit, you respect it on that type of game, out here in LA, whatever your politics is, you respect in that type of lane. I think this shit right here ain't a good look for him, period. Because now it got niggas looking at him sideways, with the politics that come from LA, because now you speaking on LA politics. Like, it's not a good look, man. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say about the shit. And Wack is a homeboy, man, and he could disagree with shit I do. You know what I mean? This is the only thing I disagree with him doing. All this is exposing niggas and looking up jail records and shit. I mean, even though he done, made a lane. He definitely in the bag from this, along with 1090 Jake, along with academics, Fedademics, along with Vlad, LAPD, along with Adam 21 Jump Street. They found the lane and like exposing criminals and criminal activity type of podcast to where they making a bag from that. So it is what it is. I can't knock a nigga hustle. Do I dislike it? Do I dislike it? Absolutely.
It's a
These
severe case
niggas
of
are
poking the bear.
entrapment devices, man. These niggas are entrapment instruments for the government, man. I don't care how niggas spend it.
We gotta have the
These niggas
same
are
energy for the white
entrapment.
boys, though. We gotta
I
have the
mean,
same energy for the white boys. The 1090 Jake.
I do. I said that. Everything I said to him, I said to
LAPD.
1090 Jake. Look. I'm one nigga. Michael Scarry is one nigga. It's on record that I told these niggas everything I'm saying on stage in the same energy I'm saying it in. I was on 1090 Jake here, nigga, and Rockstar on his stage, nigga. I was on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, man, the niggas is they instruments for the. I mean, this is why I'm so compassionate about it, because I said it directly to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a nigga who have been. I'm still on the side of the fence, nigga. I know what niggas like Freeway went through. I know all these niggas they did this time. Nigga, I didn't spend over half my life. I mean, I know what it's like, nigga. This shit is, nigga. So it's like, nigga, nah, nigga, I don't take this shit personally. I mean, for a game, nigga.
Now let me ask a question. Now, not to cut you off, my brother. Let me ask y'all, because we only got limited time. We got like 30 more minutes left before I had to cut it down, because I only got 3-hour limit on this motherfucker, because I gotta make some more room in the library. But let me ask y'all a question, right? Do y'all think what I was about to say? Do y'all think I say, for instance, right? If a black podcaster was to do the shit that Vlad TV and Orange Jumper was doing, do you think that the black nigga would have to answer to some street shit? Or do you think they'd say, nah, he a civilian, like they say, the white podcasters?
He'd have been had to answer to something.
I think both of them would.
Yeah, both. I think.
I mean, they do it. Just look at academics. You do the same shit. They all do the same shit. They in the same
they
lane.
call them niggas civilians. You know what I mean? Oh, he is civilian. He gonna call the police, but let a nigga do that same type of like. Look what they did to 706 Unc, whatever he was. They try to smash him. Nigga, I'm gonna kill you. All that shit.
Man, Wack got a whole 100 side, bro. He got a whole 100 side.
But look what they do to the black guy. But the same white dude that instigated it, you're not pressing that. The white dude is the one that told, the rumor of whatever. I ain't gonna say that rumor because I don't want to be a part of that. But whatever the rumor was, the dude 706 Unc said, whatever the 1070, whatever the number is, Unc repeated what fucking Adam 21 Jump Street said. So you take your anger out. Hold on. You take your anger out on the black influencer, ready to, do what you said you was gonna do. And no disrespect to that brother neither. It's entertaining, man. That shit look like Black Jerry Springer over there. But look, it's entertaining, but you didn't do that to the guy that actually instigated this shit and spreaded that rumor to this young individual. You feel me? So I think it's like everybody like selective politicking, I think. You know what I mean? That's all I want to say.
I think what the issue is this. My main issue, because you are right. Because I mean, I know I've done the things that most of these niggas they're not doing. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm saying for me, I have done that with the same energy. But my issue with these niggas is that these is not young niggas. These is grown men who are otherwise supposed to be looked up to, you know what I'm saying, and be setting an example for a nigga. But these grown ass niggas that put themselves in a position to have a battery put in their back, they go say something ill about another nigga, knowing that it's wrong, knowing what it's going to bring, knowing what it's going to foment on purpose, nigga. Wack is not sleep on what that's going to cause, nigga. The same shit he ain't sleep on the fact of the shit he said about Larry Hoover or King Vine or Duck.
Y'all still taking it back to y'all dodging and y'all matrixing the question. I said, why don't the white boys get pressed? In so many words, Like you keep on going back to Wack. Let's go back to the white boy that's putting the Wack content out. Let's go back to the white boy that's putting out the motherfucking content that's got Wack and fucking Freeway Ricky Ross on the same line at the same time on the fucking podcast live. Let's talk about them. Why we ain't talking about the motherfucking the niggas that's the head the fucking rings the heads of the circus? Like why we ain't talking about the
No, I'm
motherfuckers
definitely
that's controlling this
that's
shit? And now
that's
they
why.
get and why they get a pass. And I'm gonna tell you why they get a pass, because if you feed them, you lead them. You know what I mean? Like if niggas go bad on, but let's say if niggas go bad on Adam, they don't got a spot to do their podcast no more. They ain't got a spot to push their line and get blow up and go viral or whatever they trying to do. That shit is gone. So they gon' it's like a motherfucking a diehard fan. No matter what his artists do, he gonna hold them down because you know what I mean. You're a diehard, but this is like because of finances. Niggas want to stay employed. You know what I mean? So they gonna let Adam do what he do. They want to stay employed, stay getting paid for interviews. So they gonna let Vlad do what he do. They want to get paid whatever they're getting for protection. So they gonna keep, you know, Fedidemic's good. You know, I heard Fedidemics are paying like $15,000 a month to niggas out here, allegedly. You know what I mean? To be safe. You know what I mean? So when you see niggas defending this nigga, he on the payroll, literally, straight up. So
See the way I observed it, man. I looked at it, and that's why I said what I said.
Allegedly, but he
Right.
paying the tax. That's why he get his defense. You know what I mean? And
That's why I said
all
both
these
of them
niggas
could.
getting a defense because niggas is paying these niggas. I said who feed them, you lead them. They ain't gonna go
Right.
against the bag. Period. No matter if it's disrespectful to niggas' politics or not, street. You know what I mean? Shit or not, allegedly. You know, but
Right.
niggas is there for the bag. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's why I think
Adam,
niggas is selective politicking, and they don't go towards them with the politics, but go against everybody else with the politics because
What
of the bag.
That's what
the way that I go against the nigga Adam and the nigga Vlad and the motherfuckers like that is I don't watch them.
Right.
I don't pay him no attention. And that was one of the first things that I observed. The main two things that I observed out of that whole shit that just happened was one, like I said from the beginning, all this motherfucker did was he plugged the shit into the wall and sat back and watched and didn't say shit the whole time. He let these two motherfuckers get in the ring and dance. And he sat back like a ring leader, a ring master, and watched.
And Vlad used Boosie, him, and a couple other people to get views to talk about shit that's going on. If
Okay, look.
everybody heard him call that man and say Rick Ross wanted me to call you so he can address you about what you know what I mean. So being a man, he had to say something. If that ain't addressed by nobody, I don't care if it's just us. And I don't man, fuck Vlad.
Hold on,
Culture.
hold on, MJG. Let me say this. I just had one other point to make, right? The second thing that I observed is it's called attacking a motherfucker's character or trying to make a motherfucker feel bad about who he is or what he is, right? As soon as this man said, well, I'm okay with myself, I'm happy with myself, he couldn't get him that way, so he instantly moved the goalpost to some, oh, so the things that you did to the black community, if that's how you really felt and that's what your mind was on, then you would have said that from the beginning instead of this made up ass bullshit about these alleged ass paperwork. You would
This
have
man
said
has
something
been on
about that.
record
But
talking
see,
about how
you couldn't make
Freeway is his partner, how he fuck with Freeway. Like then all of a sudden now he talking to him, all the hatred really come out. That's envy. All I heard was hate, man. You gotta
right.
look
It's
at
like
what niggas
soon
say, what it
as you
means.
couldn't get this man to feel bad about who he is, then you instantly move the motherfucking goalpost.
And how you jump to that? How you jump to somebody? How you defending somebody bringing paperwork to him to all of a sudden now? I don't like your name. I don't like the life you did live. You know what I mean? Don't talk about what I've done. Talk about what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And everybody know that. And I'm just like you. You should not be ashamed of your past. You know what I mean? And he said it better than anybody. That's what make you. You know what I mean? And if you're ashamed of it, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. You know what I'm talking about? But that
exactly
you jump from if y'all my guys somebody come talk, you know what I mean, and I already know what's going on with Mike. Yeah, and y'all, I know what's going on with network. Somebody telling me something, I'm looking at them like, for real? Wait a minute. I'm on group call. Guess what, y'all? They said whoop-de woo woo, you know what I mean? And plus what we already know, you and I'm y'all guy, and I'm sitting up here, let's take, and then I'm, hey, y'all, guess what somebody said?
But see,
Man,
that's what makes this shit so ridiculous.
I can't
This
rock.
man has closed his case. He's closed the book on that whole life 16 fucking years ago. Is when he was done paying back his debt to society and was a free man. So how is it that not only the time that he was serving while he was serving his time, while he was in jail, and after he got out of jail for 16 fucking years since, what hasn't been discussed, found out, known about, documented, or whatever?
I look at it, all that is aftermath, right? We're not talking about people who don't know each other, man. Wack and Freeway know each other. They've been around each other. At least they know how to get in touch with each other. If a nigga come say something to me about Yuck that I know that person has been around Yuck, and he come say that, first thing I'm gonna want to know, nigga, why you didn't tell Yuck that when you had a chance to say it in front of the nigga?
That's a
If
fact.
a nigga say something about Calico, anybody that I know, you can't come tell me shit about no nigga I know. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Especially if I know you know that nigga and you ain't, nigga, tell that nigga that to his face. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanna know how you act, nigga, when you got because knowledge is power. So when you get knowledge of something, you have ascertained that it's good enough for you to speak on and to the world in front of billions of people. You know what I'm saying? No, you gotta be willing to stand behind it. You know what I'm saying? This is shit they get, nigga. You talking about it, nigga, like you some 12-year-old. Nah, nigga know what he doing. That nigga being hating him all along. You know what I'm saying? Swagger jacking. Niggas be that, I mean, it's clout chasing at its fullest, nigga. You cannot come tell me about no niggas that I know, nigga. So the fact you gotta look at what niggas don't do. He didn't do that. It's cardinal rules to this shit. He didn't do that. He said what he heard. Oh, the work. 600. 600, nigga. And you come on now, nigga. Wax smarter than that. He know what the protocol is. You know what I mean? He doing, like Yuck say, he's doing the job of the devil. And I'm telling y'all, man, you know, you gotta see people for who they are. He's an agent, man. Believe it.
A straight agent.
Don't glorify. Don't say he just getting his money. None of that. No, nigga, he's the devil, nigga.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You ain't go.
Malcolm X.
If you go call Sammy the Bull, if Sammy the Bull, you gonna say, oh yeah, that nigga. Oh yeah, he's a mobster. You gonna treat him like a rat? How you gonna treat him?
I mean,
Some of you
certain
niggas,
questions.
some niggas are scary, nigga. They'll go along to get along. I'm talking to the real niggas though. You know what I mean,
right.
nigga? How you gonna treat this nigga? You in front of me? Nigga, this Freeway. You gonna tell him that?
If
You know
you
what I
got
mean?
respect for him, like you
All
say,
that, everything
ass.
that niggas is doing right now on the West Coast with the podcast shit, besides a couple motherfuckers, feel like the police academy. Like everybody is doing federal shit that the police should be doing. Like
right.
It should not be these type of podcasts. Then you go on the East Coast, man, and they got real live podcasters beating their ass. Joe Budden just show some shit to where he making $900,000 a month off what he doing, and it's nothing about no politics, no street shit, no paperwork, no nothing, and they beating a motherfucking ass. You go to Nori and Nori shit, Drink Champs, beating their ass, straight hip hop. You go to motherfucking $1 million worth of game, beating their ass, nothing but hip hop. You go to fucking
Mason Cam,
Cameron, nothing but sports and comedy and fly shit, beating their ass. Nothing about no street politics, no game banging.
They got their fair share of it over there,
no paperwork,
but it ain't.
no nothing, my nigga. So why on the West Coast, particularly LA, you know, not the Bay Area, niggas, but why is the West Coast so focused on street politics instead of just real, you know, hip hop? If you're a hip hop podcast, why you're not focused on hip hop? You know, you'll get a hip hop artist in there. Don't ask them about their music and start asking them about all street politics shit.
Right.
Like,
this shit don't never be about their music.
Never. Unless it's about the ops they rapped about.
Right.
And they're gonna instigate that. Oh, well, the op said this on the rap and what you said on what you gonna say back, or what you said this on the rap and what happened, and this one got slid on, that one got slid on, this one got unalived, and that one got unalived, and wow, y'all, and this one like, whoa, you know more than me. You might tell the story then, nigga. I don't need to say nothing.
Right.
And then motherfuckers like Adam, he got. Why would you have 607 on your podcast and you know he beefing with old boy? No, they sets is right. They beefing with each other. You know what I mean? And whatever 607 Unc said about dude, why would you take your crazy ass out west? You know what I mean? And then be on a podcast for a week or two, knowing dude is gonna be there, knowing 4 Extra gonna come up here anytime. And then Adam set that up.
Dude, Adam always, and you notice when all the drama go down, he ain't there.
Man, like what is going on with this? And then like I'm playing devil's advocate. Is it clickbait? Freeway, Rick Freeway should have told Flat, man, what you had talking about? I don't care what Wack said, man. Everybody know that. Let's call him. No, man, don't call him. Simple. Hey, man, don't call him, man. I bet you that would have got more hits than him doing all that. You see how Freeway checked? That's what I would have said. But you know what I mean? But he's hit him on the spot so fast. Why I'm like, I still would, man, hang that phone up, man.
But Freeway stood on business.
He had to.
Yeah, it was nothing to be scared of. Like,
right?
Call
No, hell no.
Like, nigga, what you mean, nigga? I made that name, nigga. What you talking about?
He stood on business.
Yeah,
but you know what? When you look at how Vlad performed in that, the first thing I thought about was that Tupac lyric when he said, "Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other."
And I know OG was not expecting that dude. Man, that's crazy, man.
You feel what I'm saying? And he was just sitting there
got two niggas that know each other going against each other.
He
was
connected them together.
Hold on. Over some shit that was talked off the camera. Why? If it's off the camera, why bring it on the camera?
Exactly.
Fact.
Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other.
Because you wanted this interaction.
Exactly.
You wanted this viral moment.
When you think about when he said, "Yeah, I can call Wack right now."
Hold on. Not only talk about it, but let's call him to hear what he actually has to say about it. That was a banana in the tailpipe. Like you
look
said,
at the amount.
Man, don't call nobody on my interview, man. We could do this off the camera. But continue with your questions, my nigga. You feel me?
I want you to look at, if you can remember, the amount of time that it took from when that nigga said, "Oh, I can call him right now," to him actually calling. Like that nigga was damn near saying that while he was lifting the phone up. Like he had the nigga number already right there ready.
Network. He had him on speed dial. You beat me to it. I was about to say,
right.
You see how fast he had him? Like he had Wack on too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all that nigga had to do was press the button because it was
Wack
a fucking ambush interview.
Ring, didn't he?
It did. I didn't even hear the motherfucking ring at all.
I didn't even hear it go nothing.
Like shit, did you have a nigga on mute? Was he already on the phone?
Was it action? Is this action? Okay, action. You know what I'm saying? And Freeway was caught. You know what I mean? But I
didn't hear one ring. That's
not
crazy,
nothing, man.
If you think about it, right? Like nigga, was you already on the phone?
Nah, but you gotta think. We all high. How you gonna hear a ring with a nigga calling? But he had him on speaker. You're right.
Yeah, he had him on the phone. If you was to FaceTime somebody right now, you can hear it when it's ringing.
Right, you're right.
That's gonna automatically play through the speaker.
Especially on speakerphone, boy. Somebody car, you can hear everything. You know what I mean?
That nigga had that shit set up so goddamn perfect. It took a hair of a second, a split second, for that shit to. Yeah, I can call him right now. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Freeway wants to talk to you about.
We didn't hear one brr.
Right, it wasn't no brr. It wasn't even a brr.
He's like, I'll call him right now. Hey, Wack. It just went straight to that.
Right.
Like, damn, you got that nigga on the phone already?
He used them John Wick operators. He had them John Wick operators on that nigga.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Wick, you know what I'm saying? And then, hey, Freeway wants to ask you about what you said about him. I'd have been like, what? I ain't say. You asked me that question. Freeway didn't say, man, call Wack, man, so I can see what he talking about. Get this shit. Hey, let's call him. Let's call
him right now. Let's call him.
Leave it to Beaver talking ass. Let's call him. You know what I'm saying? Let's call him. We ain't hear a
Well,
nothing.
speaking of paperwork party, man, let's get to the last bit of this content before we get up out of here. Charleston White, eyes looking shaky, baby. Lord.
Uh-oh, what happened to Glorilla?
Check the Manskys out. Let's go, y'all. Fair.
What's up with my nigga, man?
Man, hey, he looked like Bushwick that jumped out the motherfucker.
Let's go, my nigga. Fair use.
All the other gangsters in this whole city they know he snitched, right? Is he still active? You know what? Yeah, he's still active. Yeah, what's the rep these days? Well-known four-trade gangster. So he's still, he's four-trade gangster. Four-trade gangster crib. Yeah, he's still active. Yeah, shit, he's still active. Who's that? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, man, one guy's a terrorist. There was another guy with him. Little short, younger guy. Yeah, his name? I don't know his name. Did he do anything? Or was the short guy, I ran to the car to get my gun. As they were leaving because I thought they were still in the building. So when I ran out and asked where they are, a guy said that they was in the bathroom. The barbershop? Yeah, the barbershop. Because it's a big building. So it's a building that has a beauty shop, barbershop, a college. What's around 1600? Around 1600. The Wells Fargo Bank. The QT. Is it right across the street from Wells Fargo Bank? Yeah, Cash Corner. Yeah, right at the corner. So you got the QT on one side, across the street. Not that barbershop. You got to come down a little bit. Okay, so if you do find out where he lives or he says maybe the last search for the car, when the detectives make note of it, and the detective calls you, it's Thursday, so he might call you on Monday. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, sometime next week. Get the information to him.
Well, the question is he right? Is he right in what he said? Because there's video. I can't show the video of Charleston White sitting there getting punched on, but I can show you another angle for the afterwards. And then we're going to dive a little bit deeper because this might be Charleston White's biggest W, and y'all just increased his fees on speaking on platforms. Check this out.
Oh,
man. Boy. Punch and get out.
And it came out with the broom.
On that broom. Preach on that broom.
Going for the sweep.
I mean, everybody move. Come on with that broom.
They about to fuck the barber nigga up.
He got 1,000.
So there's that. But there's also something that Charleston White said on the Danza Project that if you were somebody who was like, man, F him, I'm tired of him telling. Well, he said he was going to be telling. So that part right there is already out. But there's another part where there's actually going to be people like.
See? So when niggas make all these threats, I'm putting my gun out. I'm smoking niggas. Fuck these rap niggas. You know what I mean? Disrespect, our fallen soldiers in the game and street soldiers, street legends. Then when you get pressed, you snitching. Oh, it was a whoop whoop gang, and yeah, him and whoop whoop. The other one, I ain't know who he was, but yeah, it was the other one, and I had to run to my car and get my gun, and whoop whoop. Damn, but
using aggravation to trick niggas out their freedom.
Man, if you aggravating and you like instigate shit to make a nigga activate on you, you can't act innocent. I could see if you just innocent, a nigga that's mad at your comedy. But you talking shit about these politics and they see you in person and they activate it.
Right. You poking the bear.
You hear how proper he got? And they came to the vehicle.
Oh, super proper.
He used police word vehicle and I
affirmative.
Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. That's affirmative.
because he's in his act when he's on film. That nigga, like when he's an agent, so you know
exactly.
What I mean? He's the double life. He's in his true character. You see him. He's at his. See how comfortable he was. You know what I mean? He was like he was in the office with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his true self. That other shit is act. That's stage.
They approached my vehicle. I thought they were going to steal my vehicle, and the suspects and They're
I seen an
Christian.
interview with this nigga, bruh, and this motherfucker said, I can't wait to send a motherfucker to jail. If I was dead at my funeral, I'd get up out my casket to go testify on the motherfucker. I heard that and was through with it.
Hey, that southern drawl was gone for a minute. Now, when you hear him, it's like that boy.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga, ain't nobody scared of you, nigga.
Hey, hold up. Hey,
Victim.
somebody in the chat, Oakland 2 will say, last year we was glazing, dude. Who was glazing, dude? I ain't never in my life glazed that nigga.
No, never in life. You talking about the general public? You know what I mean?
Oh.
Period. But
Yeah.
we got 4 minutes left, man. Let's wrap this shit up, man. 4 minutes before the 3 hours is up. 5 minutes actually. And let's wrap this shit up before we run out of time, Genuine. I gotta make some more space on this goddamn StreamYard, man. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in, man. Y'all do y'all shout outs before we get up out of here, man.
Salute to y'all, man, once again, man. Hey, Calico, thank you, big bro, man, for you know what I mean, for keeping me tapped in. And yuck, you already know, big bro.
Dragon gang, bang, bang.
Represent this shit, period. Salute.
Salute. Michael Scary on the tap in.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the chat, Shaniqua, all the mods, my guys, the alumni, Calico.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Yuck, the great. You know what I mean? With Gooch the Great, he on hiatus, but we love you. You know what I mean? Shout out to the homie. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all
Happy belated birthday to Gooch the Great.
Happy belated birthday, Gooch. You know what I mean? Whoop whoop. You already know. Hey, y'all, we did it again. Yup. Let's get it, baby.
Come on,
you
man.
already know.
It's always a treat when the players meet, man.
Yada da.
Better believe that.
The joy.
Better believe that, man. And you know, once again, one more run, my friend. Of course, the usual drum roll, man. Salute to the Fire Breathing Dragon for opening up the panel, allowing us to all come teach, build, and learn. Salute to the motherfucking chat collectively as a whole. We appreciate the appreciation. Shout out to the motherfucking great name Gooch, Micah Scary, MJG, Shaniqua, Erica, Mac Mean, Network Go There, Lady Divinity, the whole motherfucking squad, man. Special shout out to my motherfucking little cousin 3D the Capo, man. Video on the way. Just finished wrapping up the video shooting V-Town on Spit Corner. Hey man, without no more being said, salute to the motherfucking dragon. Like I said, y'all know what that hey, shoot the cash apps, tap in, make a donation to my motherfucking brother. One more win.
One more win, man. Appreciate y'all. Another episode of What the Fuck Weekly with the guys, man. MJG, Yuck Mouth, man, and Calico, man. Yeah, feel me? We're the assistant, you know what I mean? Alley-oop from Micah Scary, man. We had a great episode tonight, man. You know, knowledge that you can't get in college, man. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk that shit, but we got to talk real life shit too, man. You know what I mean? Like when I went earlier, you know, with the whole, you know, ICE raid shit and the whole Trump shit. We got to know what's really going down in America because we all in America. Shout out to all the foreigners, but we definitely got to know what the fuck going down because we live out this motherfucker. So if no other podcast going to talk about it, I'm definitely going to talk about it, man. So everything that's going down with this new bill, we're going to cover it. Everything that's going down with these ICE raids, we're going to fucking cover it, period. I don't give a fuck if they like it or not, man, period. We got to report on America first. You dig? Yada, yada. And we out this motherfucker, man. Subscribe to your guy, man. Go to smokealotrecords.com, man. Go get you one of these loony shirts, man. You feel me? These glow in the dark. And it's actually the same chain I got on. As you see, this is this guy right here. You know what I mean? The condom, man. You know what I mean? This boy glow in the dark. You know what I mean? I got 5 on it. Go grab you one of them condom man joints. You see this motherfucker's a 3D. Got the shoes, everything. Boom, same shit. But go grab one of these loony shirts, man. Get it in your life. Dynamite at smokealotrecords.com, man. Support the mob, man. Definitely, man. Hit them likes. Hit the motherfucking getting them comics, my nigga. And definitely motherfucking hit the subscribe to your guy to level this shit up. Let's get this shit to 60,000. You know what I mean? When I said I'm gonna give out treats and all types of fly shit when we hit 60,000. get back to the community, man. I love y'all. Y'all have a great motherfucking night, Dynamite. And I see y'all probably tomorrow night or Wednesday night with Goose the Great for One of the Twins, and definitely Thursday night. You know what I mean? Fucking with Smoke a Lot Radio, man. So stay tuned in. Yuck Mouth TV, subscribe to your guy. More content coming. Yada that boy. Good night now. And good morning. Yeah, boy. Yeah, bitch you. Yada da.